The whole arena. Yeet. Yeet, yeet, yeet your motherfucking ass.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome, everyone, to the WrestlePurist Raw Review. We are live. Myself, Ibu, a WrestlePurist of Self-Made, a wrestling Twitter, and I'm joined as usual by my co-host, Rob of Self-Made. And today we're going to talk about a couple things. We'll talk about Monday Night Raw. We'll talk about Evolution. But we're also going to talk about SummerSlam. You heard that right. We're going to get a little bit into SummerSlam and what's going on with SummerSlam. So strap in and lock in, folks, because it is the most unpredictable wrestling podcast in the wrestling space.
The most.
Show. Absolutely. You never know what happens on the Raw Review. And guys, I'm going to pull you guys behind the curtain. I don't know what happens on the Raw Review sometimes. Shit just happens. So I'm excited. Who knows who's going to pass by? Who knows who's going to pop in? But we're going to talk some pro wrestling today, folks. Like the video if you haven't liked the video already. Subscribe to WrestlePurist if you're not subscribed. Turn on your post notifications if they're not turned on, because, brother, why would you want to miss a live stream? Last night,
It's that bell.
Last night, we did Worldwide, and it started out as an Ibu solo pod, and then Joe joined, and then Rob joined, and then impromptu, we ended up watching an entire episode of Monday Night Raw that, mind you, we did not plan. We did not plan to just sit there and watch Raw. We did not. It just happened.
It just happened.
It just happened. You think I want this? It just happened. Joe just started looking at the tag match. I was like, all right, fuck it. Let me turn this on. And I was like, oh, this is kind of good. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Oh, shit, the new tag champs. And then we were like, all right, let's turn it off. Then Rusev came out. Like, we got to see what's going on with that. And then we ended up just watching Raw. So you got a 4 hour.
The whole episode of Monday Night Raw. Whole episode of all 4 hours is still up, by the way.
Yes. Y'all got 4 hours of podcasting content. You know, I could have bullshit and been like, hey, let's just do an impromptu review here so I could have a day off on Tuesday. But no, we're back here, usual time, to give you guys a Monday Night Raw review. And that we will do. We will talk Monday Night Raw. We will talk SummerSlam. We will talk Evolution. And what I know with regards to all of these shows. So I'm excited, guys. Send the super chats if you want. Give us your opinions, your questions, your thoughts. And I'll be as transparent as I humanly can with regards to any questions that you guys ask me. I'm looking forward to doing this show, guys. And I'm going to turn it over to Rob, my co-host, Rob, who came yesterday and put in work, unannounced, unscheduled, just popped in, came up off the bench, took the warm-ups off, and just did his thing. What's going on, Rob?
Well, unfortunately, today I am slowly passing away. The other day I had the Jack in the Box, and for some reason they were like, "Yo, you're gonna like feel bad for the next day and a half because of this." So I've been dealing with kind of a little stomach bug, but I'm still here. I still put the boots on, brother. I took a Z-Pack. I put the boots on.
Gotta put that Z-Pack.
Put the kick pads on, and I went out there and I'm getting to work, brother. Last night was a it was actually a fantastic night of content all around. We did WrestlePeers Worldwide. Obviously, I showed up. We just said we watched the whole episode of Monday Night Raw. But last night, me, Crystal, and some of the self-maders in the Discord played 2K on Twitch. We did a draft. We drafted our own teams, and then I played Crystal 1v1. The VOD will be going up probably after this podcast. Unfortunately, I probably won't be streaming tonight because I feel like shit. So, but yeah. So
there you go.
But I'll probably be in the self-made Discord for the movie if we do the movie night tonight.
Oh,
so.
hell yeah. I'm locked in. There was an early Raw last night. It was a 6 p.m. start. They did that so that they could tape SmackDown right after. SmackDown is back to 2 hours now, Rob. It is a 2-hour show. And they did Raw early at 6 p.m. so that they could tape SmackDown at 8 and then get everyone out of there by 10 o'clock, which is a good idea. It's a good idea. So they did that, double taping. Now the town has a week off following Saudi. And SmackDown spoilers are pretty much circulating around the place. Later, we'll get into some of the scheduled matches for SmackDown for those of you that want to know if you're not already aware. But last night's Raw 6 p.m. start. I gotta be honest. I kind of like the Raw being at 6. Like when I think about it, because I watched it and I had like a whole night ahead of me. I was like, I could just kind of.
I had like the rest of the day to myself.
Like, yeah, I was like, yo, let's
do whatever.
I kind of like it. Yeah, I ended up cooking some dinner and shit. So I can dig it. I wouldn't mind even a 7 p.m. start time to just kind of move things up a little bit. But I thought last night was a good show, Rob. Obviously, I watched it in the watch along. I could not listen to the promos or backstage segments. I went back and caught everything that I missed, and some solid story advancements. Lyra and Bailey are having some trouble as friends. Lyra doesn't appreciate the fact that Bailey talks about her everywhere except to her. Doesn't pick up her phone calls, doesn't answer her text messages, but in all the interviews, her name is in her mouth. And they're arguing. And at the end of the day, Lyra doesn't want to be a doormat or a pushover. She's like, yo, at the end of the day, bro, I don't know what you got going on. I wasn't trying to cost you your match. I just want my belt back. And Bailey's just kind of like, nah, bro, I see what you got going on. Like, you're trying to fuck me over to get your shit. And at the end of the day, there's no bad guy or good guy. I mean, there's no bad person in this. Like, look, it's two baby faces that both justifiably want the championship. At the end of the day, it's wrestling. You both have common goals. You both are going to want the same thing. And so shit like this is going to happen. And I prefer this type of storytelling to, like coming up with a really contrived way to like make these people have a conflict, if that makes any sense. Instead of like, oh, you hit me with the belt by accident, now I'm mad at you. It's more like, yo, like you're moving kind of weird, and I don't know what you got going on, but you're moving weird, and I want my belt, so like you're gonna have to just hold that. And Bailey's like, no, you are moving weird, and so it is what it is. Point being, these are pretty realistic characters. They had a match last night where Bailey is out there trying to wrestle like fucking Tatsumi Fujinami because Lyra Valkyrie is one of the sharpest women's wrestlers in America. And they had a nice match. And it went to a double pinfall, Rob, which I got to say,
yes,
that's a good contested finish. You know, most triple threat builds are really contrived. Most triple threat builds result in really shitty finishes. And then a GM comes out and he's like, oh, now it's a triple threat match. And like the way they handled the Becky Bailey finish was ass to me, where Lyra just ran in and then attacked Becky, and then it was a DQ. Here, it was a pro wrestling fuck finish. It was a double pin. That is a justifiable reason to say, hey, this is a draw, and you both have a claim to the championship. That's pro wrestling. You know, it wasn't a cutscene. It wasn't like bullshit. So I really liked yesterday.
Oh, Bailey is my friend. Why am I so violent?
They didn't do that. Exactly. They didn't do that shit. At the end of the day, yeah, Bailey might be your friend, but she wants to get her championship. Nigga. That's her belt, and so does Bailey. And Lyra's not being a pushover character, like a big puppy dog-eyed pushover character. No, she's the lady that solidified that championship, and now she wants it back. So I'm a fan of this program. Again, the only really misstep is just the finish to the Becky Bailey match, which I thought was like really lazy and like, Bruce Pritchard pilled. It's something you see on a SmackDown. But yeah, good stuff. They're gonna do a 3-way at Evolution probably, Rob. And I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the 2 matches on that show that I think are gonna be great. There's a couple matches already set up for Evolution and a couple more yet to be announced. This is one of them. This is one of those that's not announced yet, but I'll tell you guys right ahead of time. It's going to be Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria, and Bayley, and for the Intercontinental Championship, and I think that's going to be excellent. The last two Becky Lyra matches were great. I think this is going to be awesome. I think it'll probably open Evolution with a hot match, and I don't know what the finish is necessarily, but you know what I would do, Rob? I would do some type of finish to justify Bayley and Becky working at Saturday Night's Main Event, and then the final Lyra Becky match at SummerSlam. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. You kill multiple birds with one stone. You get some good big matches on the big shows. That's what I would do personally. So we'll see.
Wait,
what's up?
My thing. Okay, so I agree, but after all this, where does Bayley go? What happens with Bayley?
It's a good question. It's actually a tough one to answer, to be honest with you.
Because
I don't
it looks like
I don't think she should win the U.S. belt. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, it just, I don't know. Like, obviously, due to storyline reasons, like Bayley can't turn heel, I guess. But like,
hold on, pause. Why is everyone in the chat going? Saturday's Main Event is before Evolution. I know. Who said otherwise? What is the chat talking?
Yeah, but what's going on?
Guys, we are aware.
I'm like, wait. I'm so confused.
Oh, wait. What?
Throw the fuck off.
Oh, wait. Before Evolution. Oh. I thought you meant. See, I'm reading that as I thought you were saying Saturday's Main Event is before SummerSlam. I knew that. It's before Evolution.
Yes, it's the night before, after All In, like right after All In.
So it's the Saturday, and then Evolution is the day after.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad, chat. Y'all, I was tripping. I was about to yell at these niggas. I was like, nigga, I know. What the fuck y'all
what the fuck are you talking about?
I was supposed to start yelling at these niggas. Like, nigga, I know what I'm talking. Okay, that's a different story. Never mind. My bad, everybody.
But no, but like I said, it just seems like, I don't know. And with the storyline direction, usually with WWE and the storyline directions that they take these kinds of storylines in, one person has to turn heel, but to them, one person has to turn heel in this. But I just don't see that happening with Bayley. I just don't see that happening with Bayley or Lyra at this point. So that leaves me confused with what they might do with Bayley after Evolution.
Yeah, because in my mind,
do they keep her in the Intercontinental title division, or do they move her back up to the world title?
Yeah, see, because here's the thing. At one point, Bayley was going to face Becky at this show. And people in the room, including the person that's holding the IC title right now, was like, hey, no, Lyra has to be involved in that. And it's a good match to do where all these feuds and storylines are intersecting at the moment. And it also allows you to prolong the blow-off for Lyra and Becky. So all that makes sense. The question raised now is what you said. What do you do with Bayley, though? Because it's like, I do think Bayley deserves some level of justice on Becky Lynch. But I don't think she should be the one with the belt. So you could do? You can do...
What's up?
You can do a situation where Lyra obviously is in contention with Bayley right now. And they're having some issues as friends. And the common goal is tearing them apart, right? But at the end of the day, I don't think it's like if you break it down as a kayfabe story, it's nothing they can't come back from. They're just two competitors. What if you did a thing where, coming out of this match, Becky does something to write off Bayley, like beat her down, something to make Bayley have to be gone for a month. And it's a beatdown that's so bad that Lyra's like, holy fuck, like, look, I had issues with Bayley and shit like that, but like this is the woman that stood by me when you were fucking gone. Like, you son of a bitch. And so my idea would be, you write off Bayley with some type of beatdown, right? Lyra's really torn about this thing. She's really hurt about it. Lyra avenges Bayley by beating Becky at SummerSlam. And in the finish, it could be a situation where in the finish, Bayley costs Becky the match. Like, she does some type of move to allow for Lyra to win the belt. So now Lyra's done with the program, right? Lyra has won the belt. She's now moved on. She's away from Becky, right? And then Becky and Bayley can have a grudge match, non-title, coming out of SummerSlam.
Because... Oh, were you finished? I think he just got a call. Yeah, he probably just got a call. But I think what Ibu was going to say, he got a call. I think Ibu was going to say, I mean, at least what I was going to add on what Ibu was trying to say. He's right, because I think that Lyra should move up. She's one of the better women in the division. And not only should Lyra move up because she's one of the better women in the division, I also feel like you need a feud between two established women like that, between a Becky Lynch and a Bayley, to establish the new women's intercontinental title that you just introduced, because the women's intercontinental title right now, I feel like, at least, has more juice than the women's championship right now, at least. Like, with the story that they're telling, and the stories that they're telling, and the effort that they're putting into the intercontinental title division, I feel like that title has more juice than the women's title right now, unfortunately. And so what I feel like you need a feud between Lyra and Becky, not Becky and Bayley, to kind of bring that title to prominence. So when the next person that holds the intercontinental title, it's not seen as, oh, it's just a consolation prize, or they're just giving this person this belt. It's like, no, they believe in this person, because that's what they did with the intercontinental title in the first place. That's what happened with the intercontinental title in the first place. The intercontinental title was always seen as kind of like a stepping stone to make the next person up. And so, what's up, Ibu? I was elaborating on your point.
Yeah. I don't know what where I last left off, because I got a phone call. But like,
you said Bayley and Lyra should move up, and Bayley and Becky should continue the feud for the belt. That's what you said. That's what you were saying.
Say it again.
Did you not say that Lyra should get away from the intercontinental title, and Bayley and Becky should keep feuding over it?
No,
Is that not what you said?
No. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. So either you misinterpreted.
Oh, the phone call cut you off. Yeah, the phone call cut you off. So I misinterpreted it. Sorry.
Chad. All right. Either you misinterpreted me, or I got cut off. What I was trying to say is.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. What I was trying to say is.
What the fuck?
Coming out of the three-way, Rob, you do an angle where.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Keep it warm. Keep it warm.
Oh, come on, bro. Come on.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
I'm not on screen with that, bro. I'm not. Nope.
Someone needs to talk to Tiffany Stratton. But before we get into that, Rob, I think you misinterpreted me. I think the chat understood. What I was trying to say is, coming out of the three-way, right? You do some type of angle that incapacitates Bayley for a couple weeks. Not a long ride off, not just a couple weeks, right? And coming out of that, you do the singles match with Lyra and Becky Lynch at SummerSlam. In that match, Lyra wins the belt, and Bayley plays into the finish. Lyra wins the IC belt and then moves away from Becky Lynch. Now she is done with Becky Lynch. She won the trilogy. She has the belt. So now Bayley and Becky have to now fight this out and have a grudge match following SummerSlam. No title involved. That's what I was suggesting.
Okay. Yes. But the thing. Okay. Yeah. No, I agree. I don't know. I just feel like
Yeah. How do you two strong, independent black men feel about another strong, independent black man who has to go through the trials and tribulations of being a young black man in America? How do you feel about a white woman referring to him as boy?
Oh, it's incredibly ignorant.
No, Rob. Get back up here. How do you feel about that?
It's incredibly.
Listen, man.
Ignorant.
Listen, man. It's incredibly ignorant. And Tiffany Stratton should apologize. That's not cool.
She
did was wrong.
Did she apologize for the video she posted calling Bianca a black bitch? Yo, Rob, come back up here, bro. I asked a question. Did she apologize for the video she posted calling Bianca a black bitch?
She did privately, not publicly. No.
So she's calling black women black bitches. She's calling black men boy. What's going on here?
Like I said, look, bro, I'm gonna be completely blunt. I think what's going on is I think that she, look, in the most what's the word I want to use? In the most optimistic interpretation of this, I guess is the word, the most non-cynical interpretation of this is she is somebody that clearly certain social and racial dynamics were just never taught to her from wherever she was brought up.
Wait,
from.
hold. So you're saying that this is just pure ignorance, and she just doesn't.
I said in the most positive interpretation. Worst case scenario, she's just like racist, or there's the middle where she just doesn't care enough to even think about it, and it's like a subconscious thing. Either way, no matter where she falls in that thing, somebody should tell her like, hey, you should probably stop making yourself look bad by making these microaggressions towards black people. Please stop doing that.
I need someone in the chat to send me a video. Doesn't have to be professional wrestler. Doesn't have to be someone famous. I need someone in this chat to send me a video of a white woman referring to a white man or Asian man or Arab man as boy in that tone. And and I'll walk back my thoughts on Tiffany Stratton's racist ass. But if you can't find it.
Monty in the chat said, as Tiff Strat's strongest soldier, I'm disappointed in Rob running like this. And then Monty said, face it like a man. Yeah, man. Look, like I said,
AI, bro.
Someone needs to talk to that girl, bro. Someone needs to talk to that girl. Like that shit is not sweet. A lot of wrestling.
Like I said, bro, a video of any white woman, bro. They could be talking to a white man, an Asian man, an Arab man, anyone. It just can't be black. Find a video of a white woman referring to somebody who's not black as boy in that manner, and maybe I'll take it back that was racially charged. Maybe I just got the game fucked up.
Maybe you do, but I have a feeling you don't, and it's really a shame. It's really a shame. But good thing I don't stand Tiffany Stratton, So Stratton FC, if that's you, I don't know. My goat Lyra don't be moving like that. That's
anyway,
all I know.
I just came here to cause discourse. I don't really have anything to say.
Well, before you go, Joe, AO.
What the fuck you just called me?
I almost accidentally.
Yo, take that nigga down, bro.
No, I was gonna say. Oh my god. You took the wrong guy down, Rob. You're such an idiot. Like you're such a.
I didn't even take him down. But matter of fact, you can go down, nigga. Anyways, the fuck? I didn't even take him down. He took himself down. But
anyway, none of that bitch ass nigga's gone.
None of that canceled.
Let's gone. Let's get
started, Rob. What the fuck is this nigga talking to?
What nigga's
anyway, wrong, nigga, you wouldn't run this without me, nigga. What the fuck? Anyways, what the fuck? Back to what we was talking about.
Yeah, back to what niggas was talking about.
What were we talking about, Dale? Were we having a conversation?
I don't fucking know, bro.
What were niggas talking about? Rob sends me down, right? Rob sends me down.
I didn't send you down.
I'm the literal host of the show.
I said send him down, and AO sent himself down.
Yo, no. Do you know what happened? It's like the driver of the car got shot in the head, and Rob like, all right, so where we're going, brother? He had the wheel. You fucking Jesus Lord,
dumbass. He sent himself down. I didn't send. I wasn't gonna send you down.
I'm talking about right now. I have a migraine. You guys are like, Jesus Lord. AO, how you doing today?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm doing my thing. What niggas talking about?
No, we were talking. I was just talking.
Shit, actually.
We were talking about the Women's Intercontinental Championship and Lyra and Becky and Bayley, and I was saying what should happen with that situation. And I gave my idea, and people were like, it shafts Bayley. And what I basically said was just that coming out of SummerSlam, Lyra should just be the champion after beating Becky in a singles match, and then you can just do Becky Bayley in a grudge match, non-title. And I think that everybody is happy at that outcome. And Becky could do jobs, and it won't affect Becky Lynch. So that's what I think should happen there.
Wait, Becky jobbing? Hold on.
I think so. Let's touch on Evolution, because EO is facing Rhea Ripley, and a lot of people are very scared about this because, Rhea Ripley is 32-3 in the Triple H era in singles matches. So she's facing Io Sky at Evolution, and they're doing a battle royal at the pay-per-view. The winner of this battle royal will get a women's title shot at Clash in Paris, which will be right after SummerSlam. Stephanie Vauquer has declared that she will be in the Battle Royal, and she straight up said, if I win this Battle Royal, I'm facing the winner of Io and Rhea Ripley. So I'll go first to you, Rob.
Yeah,
Who's
I'm right here.
winning at Evolution?
Sorry.
Io or Rhea? What's your gut feeling?
I love Io Sky, bro, but Rhea Ripley, Paul Levesque run, Paul Levesque regime run. I don't see it ending anytime soon. So I don't see a 4 coming in 33-4 anytime soon. 33-3, excuse me, anytime soon.
Ayo, does it come with Riptide?
When was the last time Rhea was champ?
Night after Elimination Chamber when Io beat her for it.
When was Elimination Chamber?
That was like
March 1st.
What? March 1st? Yeah.
Or March 2nd. Maybe March 1st or March 2nd.
It's come over Riptide. The only reason why I'm assuming that Io had a live like television segment last night.
Yes.
Was in ring for the first time since when?
2 weeks ago.
What did she do 2 weeks ago?
She had an angle with Liv Morgan that they couldn't follow up on because Liv got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? And then when was the last time she was in ring before that?
For a segment or anything?
For anything.
In the ring? God, a couple weeks.
So what I'm hearing is, and when's the last time she defended her title?
Oh, don't even get me started. It was a minute ago. I think the point you're getting at,
it might be WrestleMania.
So what I'm hearing is,
yes.
What I'm hearing is, Io don't see the ring unless she's in there with someone who people in Gorilla perceive as a bigger star than her.
It's nasty, dude. Because her post-Mania AO, she was the ace of the promotion for a month.
Interesting.
She was the ace of Raw for a month when they were figuring out who they're gonna fire. You know, and then like once that was all settled and they got their books right and they knew who they were keeping, you know, she kind of like got put into a section. And then they were gonna do a thing with Liv, but again, like Io was just kind of chilling. You know, she's running out for interferences and Kyrie matches and doing backstage things. She like said nice things to Nikki Bella in the backstage angle. And then she had her segment with Liv Morgan, and they were gonna have a match in Saudi, but obviously the match didn't come to be. So
what you're telling me is they said, "Hey man, Liv's a big star. Liv's moves numbers on socials. Liv's walking these red carpets. She needs something to do. Give her Io." So then Io finally, after months, Io finally got to see some TV time. That wasn't a backstage segment. Is that what you're telling me? Yes or no?
Yeah. Oh my God, Van Jiminator in the chat said, "Who been in the weeds, Ibu?" I don't know what that insinuates. I don't know what that insinuates. But yeah, man, like
so then Liv gets injured and benched. Rest up, Liv. We hope you're back soon.
Absolutely.
And then they're like, who else is a bigger star than Io that we love and just push to the fucking moon and think the world of? Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley needs something to do. Io finally get some TV time. Here's some TV time for you.
Something to do.
Here's the thing about it, though. I'll tell you what, though, AO. Rhea Ripley has never beaten Io in a match. Ever. And you know what?
Well, shit.
How many matches have they had?
How many? A couple. NXT.
They had like 4 or 5, maybe. 4 or 5.
So, you know, one could say then that means she's definitely going to win this time, or they could say maybe just it continues. So we'll see. I'll tell you this though. 2 things.
They've had 4 matches. She's 4-0 against her. Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 things, Rob and AO. They at one point Stephanie was going to work Io at this show. At one point, they changed their minds. A lot of things got moved around this evolution. People are making the excuse that Liv changed the whole card. She changed aspects of it, but like not the whole thing. Here's what actually happened, folks. They were going to do a big grudge match with Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley on this show. That couldn't happen because Bianca's hurt. I think is it a broken finger, Rob or chat? Does anyone know what Bianca's injury is?
Yeah, she got a couple fucked up fingers. Yeah, she had
she
had the thing on her fingers when she.
Am I bugging?
When she showed up after Mania, she had the thing on her fingers. Yeah.
Right. So. Am I tripping for thinking that this injury is taking kind of a minute now. Like, that's kind of crazy, right? Just for a couple fingers.
Yeah, she posted a picture. Her finger looked fucking crazy. But
Finger's fucked, bro.
I don't know.
Really, that's dude. I don't know this. I think because I know Rhea wanted this. They wanted to do a Hell in a Cell, bro. Rhea and Bianca. And it's a shame we couldn't have gotten it because I thought they would have torn the house down. They would have beaten the shit out of each other. So Bianca's out of the question, right? Now they got to figure out what they're doing with everybody. At one point, Rhea Ripley was going to be involved in some Nikki Bella tag. That's not happening. Liv Morgan's hurt. Not happening. Right now, as we speak, Nikki Bella's situation is up in the air. I don't know what they end up doing with her.
Go.
But don't do that, Rob. You know. But the point is,
shit, y'all heard me?
Yo, hold on. You think I'm just gonna let you get on this podcast, Rob, and besmirch the name of one of the trailblazers in this business? Somebody who allows you to cheer on for the Lyra Valkyrias of the world, for the Io Skies of the world, for the Tiffany Strattons of the world. You think I'm just gonna let you sit on the name of a legend in this business?
You know what, Ayo? That's very interesting. You say that. I was actually trying to why Nikki Bella is considered a legend. So can you give me some matches that I might need to watch?
Wait, hold on.
What?
She worked AJ Lee.
Oh no, but I kind of need some some hidden gems,
she tore the house down with the low key legend, her and Natty. They had some wars back in the day, right, Ebro? Right, Ebro, the low key legend, Ebro.
Natty and Nikki, they had wars in 2020. I know y'all remember that match at Elimination Chamber where they were throwing down.
Bro, I was just about to say the exact pay-per-view. Exactly. Oh my god! Exactly. Yeah, man, the Elimination Chamber match. So go check those out, Rob. Go check those out.
That expert analysis from AO who was totally locked in on Nikki Bella's career.
Yeah, man. You know what the fuck I got going on.
Look, man, you can look, but you can't touch. It's a legendary entrance. Yo. Come on now. Total.
Wait, so I have a question on how the Bella Twins career worked, because
wait, AO, look at Davis Cooper in the chat.
I don't see it. Hold on.
I'm about to put it up. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Y'all know Cage Match is sexist. Y'all know they hate women.
Cage Match be lying. You know what I mean?
They hate women.
They lie. They absolutely lie. So, I don't know about that. You know what? Let's pull up Cage Match right now and type in Nikki Bella.
Yo, I don't even remember that match, son. I don't remember that at all.
Bro, I'm not tripping when I say I remember in the SmackDown Live era she had some good matches.
Hold on, I got her shit up right now. God damn,
shout out the house rules.
Wait, so who's considered better, Nikki or Brie?
Nikki.
Okay.
Nikki.
Hey man, y'all see what the #1 match is on Cage Match?
Sasha got a 7.8 with Nikki.
My goat Sasha. What show is this?
On a Raw.
This is just a random Raw. How much time they got? What the fuck?
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Sasha Banks is godly.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
This is the main event of Raw.
I clicked the episode. This episode has a 3.47.
Jesus Christ.
Holy
all right, here we go.
What else is on that?
Cesaro and Randy versus Steen and Sheamus.
That sounds good.
Roman, seconded by Mox, defeats my fault, my shit just refreshed. But defeats Brody Lee, seconded by Bray Wyatt.
Okay.
This no other match on this show has enough votes for it to even fucking have a rating, by the way. Becky with Charlotte and Paige defeated Tamina with Naomi and Sasha.
Yikes.
Those were the seconds, and by the way, it wasn't a triple threat. It was a singles match. Miro with Summer Rae defeated Mark Henry in 4 minutes and 49 seconds.
I'm sure that was a banger.
2015. Ryback defeated The Miz in 3 minutes and 22 seconds. there was a 8-man tag team match. The Lucha Dragons, Kalisto and Sin Cara. Which Sin Cara is this?
Hunico.
That's
This is
Hunico. Mystico was already back in Mexico.
Okay. And then there was the Primetime Players. And so it was the Lucha Dragons and the Primetime Players versus Diego and Fernando. Who are these niggas?
Who are these people?
This is Primo and this is Epico and Primo. When did they have these names?
Yes.
When
the fuck is
they
this?
gave Diego and Fernando?
They gave them
Los Matadores.
Gimmick. Yes, they gave him a conquistador gimmick.
Oh,
no, not conquistador
okay,
gimmick. The Matador gimmick. Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck?
They were bullfighters for like
and the New
year.
Day.
Okay.
Nigga, it went 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Nigga, what? That's another thing. I was literally just about to ask you how many of these matches on this show that didn't involve Roman or Randy went over 5 minutes.
I saw 3 matches on the entire show went over 5 minutes.
This is
the Cesaro and Steen tag.
You cut out.
The Cesaro and Randy versus Steen and Sheamus tag. That went 13 and a half. Roman versus Luke Harper went 14-20. And then the main event, the only match on here that got a rating, the highest rated match of Nikki Bella's career, a 7.8. Sasha Banks defeats Nikki Bella in the Raw main event, 10 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yo, fuck, you know what? So I have an excuse to watch it. One of the self-maders, recommend this for the match recommendation.
Yeah, I have to see what a Nikki Bella 7.8 looks like, bro.
Yo,
because Cage Match doesn't like Mercedes, bro. Like they don't like Mercedes. So I need to see like
if you're in self-made and you haven't put in your match rec for this month, somebody go out on a limb and put Nikki and Sasha so we can see what's going on here.
Bro, what does a Nikki Bella 7.8 look like, bro?
Yo, if you put that match in now, I'll put it on the Thursday lineup. We're gonna see what's going on here. All right, let's continue with the super chats, Rob. Let's keep this going. I got a really bad migraine.
All right, we got the first super chat that we are reading today. Bam, $120.
Damn.
Happy Bobby Bonilla Day.
What? Holy shit, Chi-Town.
Ibu's a huge Mets fan, so that means a lot to him.
I hate the Mets, but yo, Chi-Town, appreciate you, dog. Yo, bro. He just flexed on us.
Shout out Chi-Town Spurs, bro.
Right. Shout out since day one. I'm Varick, 25 PLN. Are there any plans for Stephanie Vaquer, Asuka, and Julia at Evolution 2 since they are not on the poster? Why don't we give other wrestlers a chance to face Io? You think Io is going to wrestle?
Okay, so to answer you, Stephanie's doing the battle royal.
She don't win it?
Yeah. I think Julia's going to be in it. I think, if you ask me, if their options are a Julia U.S. title defense against like Michin or some shit, or a battle royal where she could be one of the final 2 or 3 with Stephanie, I think that the latter is a better option.
Yo, why are we burying that Black Queen, Mia Yim?
I love Mia. I'm just saying.
A piece of fucking shit. Wow,
she is a piece of shit.
Wow, well, why are you burying her?
She has no equity with the fans, unfortunately. I have no problem with it.
It's because Mark's like, you get on your podcast and tell them not to care, and that she doesn't deserve these positions.
It's more so the Marks and Gorilla not booking her in a way that makes the audience care, you know?
Yo, hashtag cancel Ibu, hashtag Ibu's over party.
Go ahead, Rob.
Go Birds XTL $4.99. Shout out to Bailey and Lyra. We need Bex to get Vaquer in the vortex. Also, Asuka should smoke Io for choosing Rhea over her.
That would be a cool storyline. It would be a cool storyline if Asuka turned heel on Io Sky. The only problem...
Ibu, bro.
What's up?
The booking direction that you were told about the main event of Evolution, how sure are you of it?
I feel pretty good about it.
Oh, fucking brother. Anyway.
Brian Z says, Ibu, I put it in match regs.
We're here.
And Sasha?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Brian?
the match. Yeah.
You have moved up the line because that will be on the lineup on Thursday. We are watching Nikki and Sasha on Thursday.
We're here.
We will watch that in self-made.
Natalie H. 2 pounds. Can't wait for the Akuma Ghoulie stare down. Hashtag cinema.
Rob, read that name again.
Oh shit! I didn't see the I. My fault, y'all. I read it wrong.
Say it again?
I said Ghoulie. Did I say it right? No, I didn't say it right.
It's Guile, bro.
It's Guile. Damn, I didn't see the I.
You never played Street Fighter?
I played the Street Fighter games, but I never played with him. I played like we played one of my computer class that was on like Chad, some website. But
Chad, Rob really got exposed, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Yo, Gallup Rob's dick. What the fuck?
I've never claimed to be a Street Fighter fan, by the way. So I don't know why.
That's crazy, bro.
Yo, you on your dick crazy. Meanwhile, fucking if Punk was out here saying gully, 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 he wouldn't be saying shit. He'd be saying, yo, son, his name is Gully.
You don't realize how mentally ill AO is?
He'd write a 6-paragraph essay. He'd write a 6-paragraph essay.
Why it's not important? Why it's not important that he doesn't know how to say Guile's name? Why it's not? And there's bigger things going on in the world, and people need to care more about themselves and not how a fictional pixelated fighting game character's name is pronounced.
Number one, Guile hasn't been pixelated since 1999. Number two,
yo, eat a dick, my nigga. You asked for permission to talk when it's a Robin AO show. Fuck you mean, nigga. Anyway, chat, bro. How fucking pissed do you think Roman was when he saw that Cody Rhodes is being added to this movie, bro? Like he went from thinking it was like, yo, I'm finally here. I'm finally in Hollywood. I'm gonna finally have some fucking lines. Unlike that Fast and Furious movie. And then all of a sudden, Cody Rhodes' agent makes some calls. This is some WWE Films ass shit. What do you mean there's two? Bro, how can you possibly take a movie seriously that has more than one wrestler in it, bro? That's too much. That's too much.
Bro, I saw the cast listing. People were DMing me about Cody as Guile. And then, bro, 50 Cent is playing fucking Balrog, which is the box.
This is imagine if Guardians of the Galaxy had to have multiple fucking wrestlers in it and 50 Cent.
Bro, like, yo, it looks like a farce, bro. It looks like a farce, bro. I'm looking at that shit. And like you just said, I'm sure Roman was like, yo, I'm going to get this cool role and shine outside of WWE. And now the nigga got to go see Cody every day.
That shit is crazy.
I can't lie, bro. And when we on set, don't try to talk to us. We don't know you, nigga. We don't know you. We not co-workers. We don't work together.
Key-Man Cody walking up with a coffee in his hand like, hey, man, so what do you think? What do you think about maybe we do a thing when you come back and we do? Roman's just like, bro, I'm not trying to hear about none of this.
Did I not? He's like, did I not tell y'all niggas to tell randoms to knock on the door before they walk in here?
They're gonna have a 13-hour day on set one day, and then Roman and Cody gonna be leaving at the same time, and Cody's gonna look at him like, oh, what a crazy day. I'd rather be taking bumps, am I right? And Roman's gonna be like, oh, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. Get the fuck out of my fucking face.
What the fuck up, Mark? What you talking about, nigga?
Yo, listen, Roman's gonna look at 50 Cent like, wrestlers, am I right?
Nah, Roman gonna look at 50 Cent and be like, yo, that nigga tripping, right?
Literally. Bro. Word for word, bro. Word for word. Bro, Roman Reigns is gonna be standing there like, bro, you know that thing niggas do, bro, in his different social saying? He gonna act like bro, I'm not a wrestler, bro. I don't know what you got going on.
Come on, bro. Come on, my nigga. Like, they pay me $15 million a year to, show up a couple times a year, pose a little bit. I'm not a wrestler, bro. That's what you do.
Somebody say, wait, Rob, Roman saying the N-word? Come on now, bro.
Yo, the funniest part will be, 50 gonna be like, yo, look at that blonde nigga, but he be doing all that fake shit. Roman's like, yo, for real, bro. For real, bro.
Yo, for real, dog. I can't believe it, man.
Oh my god.
Not Josh Toffee.
You were go ahead. You good.
Oh, go ahead. Not Josh Toffee, $4.99. The way All In, Saturday night's main event, and Evolution cards are looking. It's about to be a lovely weekend of pro wrestling. Well,
so yeah, I actually agree with this. I think it'll be some fun shows.
Nigga trying to sneak anything in there. I saw that LA Knight versus Seth Rollins match announced.
What about Great American Bash, bro?
Yo, Moore is facing Obafemi on that thing. That should actually be good. Obafemi and Eno Moore is gonna be sick. Is any of these shows going head to head with All In?
Yeah, Great American Bash.
Great American Bash.
Poor NXT, bro. I know they're sick, bro. That's so unfair to them, bro. They didn't.
Is that the only match announced?
some of the NXT niggas in the chat are gonna have to help me with that. I have no idea.
All right, yeah, I think so. I think that's the only match announced. And no, there's no women's match announced. But y'all, I promise y'all, in the stadium, I will not be watching NXT. I'll be watching All In.
I don't really believe you,
I will
Rob,
not-
but
I'll
it
be
does.
watching All In.
It does.
No,
bring a
because
fun-
Crystal and BV said, yo, if I catch you watching Great American Bash, we gonna slap the shit out of you. That's my fault, bro.
Nah, we definitely gonna slap the shit out of you.
Rob is absolutely going to at least be checking results on his phone, which is permissible. Which is
Never said
permissible.
nothing about listening though.
This nigga Rob, bro, it's gonna be like FTR is gonna be in the ring, and Rob.
Wait, hold on. Is my mic better or worse now? For the
I mean, it wasn't bad the first time. You're just cutting out a little bit. What I was gonna say is, dude, this guy Rob, it's gonna be FTR in the ring, and Rob's gonna just fire up Peacock. He's just gonna fire Peacock up.
Hey man, look, it'll be a good 40 minutes of Great American Bash I'm gonna watch than if FTR in the ring. Thank God.
Bro,
holy fuck?
Why do we have to sit through government mandated FTR at All In, bro? They have no booking direction. There's nothing for them to do.
Hey, yo,
do FTR even have a good track record at All In?
Bro, this is stupid. Listen,
what did they do last year at All In?
They had that.
This is stupid.
They had that mid three-way. Hold on, Rob, please. I have a really bad migraine. I can't do this right now. But Ayo, like, let's be completely sincere for 1 second. And I know you're not an FTR guy, right? They had a great heel turn. Would you not say it's kind of unfortunate that creative didn't really work with them to capitalize on the angle that they had?
No, it was their fucking idea. Why didn't they have any ideas?
Wait, what happened?
No, the heel turn was their idea, was it not? Was this whole thing with Edge not their idea? They didn't come up with this?
No, it was. But my point is, once people start doing what they do to kind of get things delayed and or moved, you don't think Tony and his guys shouldn't have kind of come in clutch and be like, all right, well, let's preserve this thing that's on our show that has momentum, and let's fucking help these guys by setting something else up for them in the meantime while the Copeland and Christian match is delayed.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because when I say, hey, wrestler X, hey, wrestler Y, I trust you guys to figure out your own shit. When you do these huge fucking swings and it doesn't work out the way that you thought it was going to work out, don't come to me and tell me, yo, Tony, please fix this. Please fix this. Nigga, you guys were the ones who went for the home run. You niggas did that Hail Mary heel turn, my nigga. Don't tell me, yo, Tony, please fix this. No, nigga, it was your idea.
To me, though, bro, he's the boss, man. He's the booker. To me, look, I'm just saying, let's say in this hypothetical, I'm not saying this is exactly what happened. Let's say in this hypothetical, Christian's like, yo, guys, I know y'all want to do this, but I kind of want to do some shit with Nick Wayne for a little bit. So let's kind of hold that off. Maybe do it at Toronto, right? If I'm Tony Khan, I'm like, okay, if they're gonna do that at Toronto, FTR, can you work these guys for me and we do this type of match? As simple as that. I'm not saying have a big sprawling epic storyline, but just have a backup match for the team that has momentum. That's one of the push tag teams with fucking momentum. They did. They don't now.
That turn was 3 months ago.
Yeah, I'm just saying. To me, I think it's a shame. They're gonna be on All In, guys. I don't think people are gonna love their match. I'll just say up front, I don't think people are gonna love their match. And I don't know. It's a shame. But other than that, though, All In looks like it's gonna be a really, really fucking fun show. You got the 2 Casino Gauntlet matches. You got Adam Page and Jon Moxley. I'll tell you guys this. That's basically going to be AEW's take on the WrestleMania 40 match. And you guys can go crazy with your theories as to who's going to be involved in that. You can go wild if you want to. You're going to get Ospreay and Swerve versus the Young Bucks. You're going to get Mercedes and Tony.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Oh, I'll give you guys this one. The Hurt Syndicate's tag match. So this is a scoop here. It's not going to be.
Call yourself made after the podcast. You want to know what the Hurt Syndicate are doing?
I already gave stuff. Hey, I already gave stuff made.
Okay, never mind. Yeah. Go ahead.
I gave it to them a couple of days ago. So if you were there and you remember, go for it. But the Hurt Syndicate's tag match, their tag title defense, it's not going to be a 2v2 match. It'll be a multi-tag team match at All In. So there you go. So
you said this yesterday.
All In should be a lot of fun. I don't know what's on NXT except Inamura and Briggs, but I mean Inamura and Oba, but that should be awesome. What else we got here? Saturday's main event. So they're doing Seth Rollins and LA Knight. LA Knight, I'll tell you this, guys. LA Knight is somebody who anyone who knows him can tell you this. He's a very strong-willed guy, and he's a professional, but he has his opinions on things. He's not afraid to give his opinions. And he was very frustrated about being in the bloodline vortex for the whole first half of this year. He's not happy about it. And he pretty much wanted to kind of do new things and work on Raw. And that's what's kind of led to them saying, all right, bro, we'll work with you. We'll meet you halfway. You can kind of work with Seth Rollins a little bit. So good for him. He gets this match. I don't expect this to really be anything more than a one and done, to be honest with you. But that's at Saturday Night's Main Event. Goldberg and Gunther is at Saturday Night's Main Event. Gunther on Raw yesterday, Rob. I heard the promo. He said, like, I could easily beat you in under 3 minutes, but that's not my plan. Gunther said, I'm going to beat you up and blow you up in the match. And explode you. I'm going to blow you up in this match and work you over and chop you and beat your ass.
Non-cardio having ass nigga.
So Gunther is implying, nigga, we're having a long match. I don't give a fuck what you think this is about to be. I'm gonna expose you. So we'll see how that goes. I'm actually looking forward to the match. It's been well built. That's on the show. Spoiler alert, Drew McIntyre comes back on SmackDown this week. He's gonna face Randy Orton at this pay-per-view. Sorry, at this event. And I'll tell you what, I think Drew's gonna win. I think Drew's gonna actually beat Randy.
Didn't who won their last match during Mania season? I think it was Randy, right?
Oh wow, that's Drew's big payoff for working 2 years with his neck hanging off a fucking string and just being a crazy monster heel and all that good work he's put in. Being 55-year-old Randy Orton. You know who else beat 55-year-old Randy Orton? Carmelo Hayes, nigga. What he got going on right now?
Come on. Yo,
what he got going on?
Hey, yo, this is nasty spin.
What he got going on?
This is nasty spin, bro. Because even when Randy did that job to Melo, right? He looked everybody girl in the eyes and was like, "You better follow this up, bro. I don't do this shit for everybody." So it's not on.
Hey, they're doing their thing. Melo won the Andre.
Yeah, no, bro. Melo won the Andre, bro. He should be good, bro.
Yo, do you remember the victory laps that night?
Yo, I was just about to say.
Do you remember how nasty these niggas were? How nasty and shameless these niggas were on Twitter?
Everybody was posting like aura pictures of him and going like, "The push begins today." I'm like, all right, bro.
You guys all told me Triple H wasn't racist.
Mind you, when Bronson Reed won it last year, it took him 6 months to get started, by the way. Like to get actually like started with a push and like actually doing something.
No, but Rob, his handling after winning it was way better than Melo's. He was on the TV still winning matches. Carmelo.
Oh, yeah, because you're right. He did have that 3-way at
with Gable and Gable. He was on the pay-per-views. He was wrestling Sheamus on the TVs and shit.
And Melo can't even get a fucking SmackDown match.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Black. Fuck. Oh my
god.
They
really need to get Melo and Miz going like in the tag division.
No, they do not.
Yo, do you know you're going into hell, right?
Like, what the fuck?
I can give you guys another little bit of a tidbit here. It shouldn't be a big deal. Like this should be expected, but Mariah May will be at Evolution. So there you go.
Oh boy,
bro, they fucking booked the match already.
No, she's not out. She's not in any match on the card.
Isn't she booked for a tag? Oh no, that's Great America or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's Great American Bash. It's gonna be.
Oh man, Mariah May booked.
It's Mariah's tagging with Jordan against the Fatal Influence girls at the NXT show, but she will also be at Evolution.
I'm good, bro.
Go ahead, Bob.
Epic Department, $19,999. Shout out EO for staying over despite being trapped in catering and segment land. To EOFC, don't flinch. We're winning at Evo, winning against Asuka in Jersey, and getting the Valkyria match in Paris. Yeah, nigga, okay.
Yo, so Evil, my question to you is, right?
Mm-hmm. Please don't make me
if they're gonna have EO beat Rhea Ripley, why do they not just use her on their TV if they think so highly of her?
Bro, see, this is the weird thing about Paul Levesque's fucking cycle of usage. He will bench people that he likes. It's really fucking weird. Like, I don't know what the actual explanation is. I don't know if it's a weird TKO money thing. I don't know what the fuck it is. But he just does this with people, AO. He'll bench Sheamus and protect him still. He'll bench like a push. He'll bench Braun Breaker for a month. And you're like, why did you just do that? It's very
doesn't Sheamus's benching always come like after he's like, yo, I'm not doing this. This is fucking stupid.
Sometimes it does. It did in 2023. 2023, Sheamus was like, yo, Hunter, the bloodline fucking sucks, and he just disappeared for 3 months. Anyway, so I don't know, but I do think Io's gonna beat Rhea personally.
All right, Black Yakuza 94, $5. Oh hell, this means Seth is walking out of SummerSlam with the undisputed title.
Yo, we need that.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna tell you what I know about the situation.
Uh-oh.
So, at one point, I was told that at no point in the last 8 months was Punk and Seth the Mania match, which is surprising because you'd think it would be. At one point, it was Punk and Gunther, which I've said before. But apparently at another point, they were going to do Punk, Gunther, and Seth for the world title at Mania. Didn't happen.
That would have been bad.
I was of the belief a month ago that Punk was working Seth in the blow off at SummerSlam. But all I will say is that I saw the angle yesterday, and it did bring the antenna up of like, hey, that 3-way was something they wanted to do at Mania at one point. So I wonder if Hunter spun back around and said, let's try it again. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just saying it's interesting. That was a 3-way that they wanted to do at Mania. And there you go. And we got the angle with those 3 guys. It's funny, whenever I say these things, about like these different plans for Mania, people go, you're making things up. You're pulling it out of your ass. You're making things up. And that was one of the matches on that big board that I posted. What was it, 2 months ago?
Son,
remember the big board?
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I think it's still in here. It might be still in here.
Speaking of which, Rob, take the next super chat because I'm getting a text from a certain camp. I'll be right back.
Yo, all right. Not Josh Toffee. 199. Poor Dame. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up, bro.
Poor Dame.
Yo, come on.
Fucking career earnings of $500 million. What the fuck?
Oh well, yeah, no, not poor Dame. I forgot he's a multi-millionaire, half a billionaire. So
no. They didn't let me force my way to Miami on this 5-year contract that I signed. Shut the fuck up, my nigga. Fucking crybaby. After making loyalty his brand, bro. Just a crybaby, son. Remember every interview is just like, yeah, I'm not built like these other NBA dudes. I'm not built like these other NBA dudes.
I'm never flipping and flopping.
They be running from the grind. They just not loyal. I'm from Oakland. Loyalty in my DNA. I couldn't imagine jumping teams. I'm from Oakland. I'm loyal. And then cried when he couldn't force his way to Miami. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, you're literally just like everybody else, bro. You just waited until you could sign the Supermax, and then you left. And then you cried that you couldn't get to force yourself to the team that you actually wanted to be on. And I like Dame as a basketball player, bro, but his whole persona is just fucking corny.
It's so corny. That running from the grind shit was so corny. Yeah, bro.
Every interview for years.
Running from the grind is running from an organization. That's what the shit I hate when niggas say that shit about Braun. Yeah, running from the grind is running from an organization that with a front office that is clearly not willing or trying to put you in a position to win a championship. Like what? What are you talking about?
Yo, Dame stayed in Portland for the aura.
For the aura.
Right, son. For the aura.
Nobody else could. No, the max everywhere else wasn't the max that Portland could give him. And he knew that, bro. Nigga was like, yo, I'm trying to get fucking paid.
Was shitting on LaMarcus Aldridge for years, by the way, for no reason. Just being like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga. You know.
I got an update on Ilya Dragunov. So I said, is there any chance of Dragunov Gunther at SummerSlam? And they told me that if Ilya worked SummerSlam, he'd really be pushing it physically. And that basically, they're saying that he'd be pushing it if he tried to make that date.
Oh no, I heard what you said. I'm just like, what? Like,
yeah, like it's just in terms of his.
So how bad is it? Like, how bad is
it? It's an ACL tear, bro.
Well, yeah, but it's been like 10, 11 months. Or 9, 10 months already.
He tore
but it usually takes niggas 9 to 12.
Jimmy Uso was out like 14 months with his ACL tear.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't
so
it
depends.
In like October.
Yeah, it was right before. It was one of the house shows that they did overseas before. I think it was like right before Berlin or after Berlin, one of the two. So,
I mean, look, I'll put it to you this way, man. Back in the day, wrestlers tore their ACLs and came back in 6 months. but they looked horrible when they would do that, bro.
Nigga, wrestlers would.
Bro, remember 2016 Seth, bro? Like,
nigga, wrestlers would tear their ACL and put a brace on and come back in 2 weeks. It just put a brace on it.
Bro, wrestlers would just like, yeah, exactly. But now,
bro, Terry Gordy tore both his ACLs in Japan and kept working. Just put fat ass wraps on them.
Yeah, that's how these dudes. Yeah, and they would just bump differently, and then that's why their knees never recovered properly, and then they would move terribly in their late 30s. That was wrestling for years. That's why, guys, if you go back and watch wrestlers, and I used to always ask myself, like, why do dudes get washed so fast? It's because they never healed properly from their physical injuries. That's why. So their bodies just stopped working.
Okay. Lee McVurry, 199 pound. Gunther, Rusev, Sheamus could have a war in Paris. Oh my.
Wait, hold on, brother. Miro ain't getting on no pay-per-views.
Yo, Rob, I'll tell you this. When I was watching Gunther and Sheamus, Sheamus and Miro, my immediate thought was, yo, we need Gunther to fight these niggas. We need Gunther to fight.
Oh my god.
Rusev and Sheamus had a match last night, folks, that was like so not WWE. It was like the type of shit Finlay would do with Benoit in 06 SmackDown, where they just beat the dog shit out of each other to silence. And in the case of Rusev and Sheamus, Rusev is kicking the dog shit out of this nigga like he's Nakajima, and the crowd is just watching it, you know, because there's no catchphrase to say, there's no emote that they can do. It's just Rusev kicking him really coldly in the chest and beating his ass. But Sheamus is so good and so fiery that he gets them into it halfway through. These guys wrestle for about 20 minutes. They beat the dog shit out of each other. And like I tweeted over the weekend, man, I knew they were going to have a killer match. And it's just a shame that like WWE sections off their great wrestlers onto the TV because unless they can be Travis Scott bait or Slim Jim bait, you know, like they don't.
Oh my! It's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying, son.
They do all
There's no reason why.
But the TVs have got guys like this. It's crazy.
Oh, but I bet you if we needed some fucking fireball ladders and some Slim Jim tables, that fucking triple threat TLC match that we got on SmackDown that was godly. We would have had that on fucking Mania. We just needed some fucking agua fresca fucking tables or something. Like, yo, he's jumping to eat a dick. Holy shit.
What's the last time Sheamus had a singles match on pay-per-view? Wasn't it Gunther at
They just said that somebody just brought this up. I think it was yesterday. Because we were talking about it in
I'm about to see right now.
I'm pretty sure
somebody just brought this up.
Matches. So a singles match on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
No, that was Sunday night main event.
Somebody said literally 3 years ago at Clash at the Castle, and I think I think this might be right.
And here's the thing, look, I get it. Sheamus is 46. He's not your future, but that's inexcusable, dude.
Nigga, everybody in the main event is 46. What the fuck?
I was gonna say, because I had once had a conversation with someone at WWE about like, why don't you guys do a little bit more with Sheamus? And they were basically telling me that Sheamus is aware that like he's just they're basically that he knows his role and he knows he's never gonna be like a world champion again. And they were basically saying like Sheamus isn't our future. And I get that, but like, dude, like you just said, he's only like 6 years older than Cody. So I don't know, man.
Nigga, how old is Punk?
46.
That's it?
God damn.
Yeah, I want to say 46, 47.
Damn, all these old ass niggas. Holy fuck. Ibu Mania 14, 499. All these Knicks moves got Ibu turned on the god. Paige might return at Evolution. We eating good. Whoa. I don't know about this thing.
Is your profile picture AI picture of Chris Jericho?
Bro, I don't know what Evil Mania got going on, bro. I really don't know what he got going on.
There's Chris Jericho crying.
If Saraya is to be believed, she has not been contacted for Evolution, is what she said. As for the Knicks, we signed Yabusele, a good backup big, can shoot threes, high motor, good defender, tough guy from France. And we signed Jordan Clarkson for a minimum. That's a great pickup at a vet minimum. Jordan Clarkson can hit threes. He can score off the bench. It's a big upgrade from Campaign. I just want a little bit more interior size if possible, and another guy that can shoot. We need like a white balding guy that just hits threes. But I like our moves so far. So shout out to the Knicks.
Andrew Brown, $5. If timelines line up, I think we will see Shuri versus Tony or Mercedes at Forbidden Door.
So in case you missed it, folks, Shuri is taking a hiatus from Stardom. She's taking a break. She lost the IWGP Women's Championship to Sari, and she's going to take a break and go overseas. So that leads a lot of people to thinking, okay, maybe she's going to do something at Forbidden Door, which would be fucking awesome. So hopefully it happens, and I'd love to see her face. I don't really need Shuri, Tony. If she's going to be at Forbidden Door, I'd like to see her wrestle Mercedes Moné.
Why don't you want to see her work Tony?
Anyway, unless Sari is there, because if Sari is available, then that's the Mercedes match we need.
But why not? Why can't it be Tony's match?
Andrew, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate the $5.
What the fuck?
Russell Pierce and the support.
What the hell? Lobie Warsaw, $5. Is Judgment Day ever breaking up? If so, when? Who turns face if they do?
I was told that Paul Levesque sees the Judgment Day as his Bullet Club, meaning it will always exist in some form or fashion. They're just going to continue.
Aren't there already no original members? Who was it? It was Edge, it was Rhea, and it was
Damien.
Freeze. Yes,
Damien, yeah.
All the original members is already gone.
Yeah,
I guess Finn counts. I guess, but like
we'll
he wasn't
go in
original.
order. So that's the version 1, really bad stable. Version 2,
yeah, horrible.
Version 2, Finn, Rhea, Damien, better. Still not great, but better. Then it became Finn, Damien, Rhea, Dom. That's when the stable got good. Then they added JD McDonough, and what was the next one? Oh, then R-Truth joined. Then he got kicked out, and then Liv joined, right? Rhea left, and then Liv joined.
Yeah, Rhea left after Mania, and then Liv joined.
Yes,
in that time period leading to SummerSlam.
And then Damien left, and then it became like this new version here, and now and then Raquel joined, and then after Raquel joined, at some point Carlito joined in that.
Carlito joined after Survivor Series when he turned on Dragon Lee, I think.
Okay,
no, later on in the year, this weekend.
And then and now Roxanne is in. Roxanne is in. She became a member last night, folks. She is now Liv Morgan's replacement. She will hold the tag belts with Raquel. And so now Roxanne and Raquel are the women's tag champs. Balor and JD are the men's tag champs. They won it last night against the New Day in a good match. And Dom is the IC champion. He's apparently not medically cleared to wrestle. Once he is cleared, he will face AJ Styles for the belt.
Why are they running a Judgment Day draped in gold storyline?
I don't know.
Let's fucking go. It's so gas.
You know it is mad funny. I can't lie. You know it's really funny TV though. They're doing this thing, AO, where like Finn just keeps looking at Dom like, "Hey man, Roxanne, man." And Dom's like, "Yo, chill, bro. Just chill out, bro. I'm trying to be a good man." But yeah, they're draped in gold, and we'll see where it goes. Rob, what did you think of
that? Sounds pretty sexist.
Wait, would you ask me, Ibu?
I said, Rob, what do you think?
Why am I being no soul?
Rob, what did you think of the tag title match?
I liked the tag title match. It was the first decent New Day performance in a minute. So I mean, I guess. But I liked JD's performance in the match, even though, and Finn Balor, he was okay. His usual 2025 Finn Balor. But when that, bro, you were on here watching, when in the middle of the match, all of a sudden it just started getting good, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
The crowd,
like, what?
The crowd, just decided we love Finn Balor. It was so random. They're like, "Yo, actually, we just like Finn Balor now."
Yo,
Rob,
did you see Finn tweeting at the niggas who call him Finn Balor?
What do you say?
Nigga, he was like, "Actually, it's Win Balor." And he posted the tag title and made his hand a W. I'm like, these niggas are so online, bro.
They're mad online.
Finn, you're 53 years old, bro. Niggas is
hey,
calling you Finn Balor because you're a jobber.
Why
are you mad?
No. So here's the thing. So here's what makes this funnier. You know what I got told about Finn's reaction to the Finn Balor memes? Apparently, he thinks they're mad funny. He just thinks mad funny, bro.
He doesn't even like get
Hold
mad.
on, we're not done. In fact, they call him Finn Balor in the back.
I'm fucking crying.
Yes.
Yo, no way.
Yes, they call
Who
him
is
Finn
they?
Balor.
The boys?
Yes. But specifically, the Judgment Day members rib him with it.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah, so like it's just this is the most online WWE roster of all time for the record. Like I get told all the time about like the shit y'all be doing on Twitter and the Twitter memes and shit and the Rhea Hogans and all that type of shit. That makes it to the locker room like immediately. Like half the time at TV, people are just on their phones showing each other your memes.
Yeah, you know what makes us even more shameless? Some of these niggas I understand because they're like in their 20s. But most of these niggas that are like online that y'all don't know about are like 40. They're the 40-year-old niggas. Some of them niggas are 40. Some of them niggas are 50. Why do you think Edge blocked me on my original count?
The funniest thing I got told was people be starting up Sheamus discourse and Sheamus will show the phone, show people his phone's like, I want to retweet that so bad. But good stuff. I thought that was the first shoot good New Day match in I don't know how long, bro. It's so sad how little I feel for them these days. But last night they were great. I thought the New Day were awesome last night.
Just Triple H around the career of more black men.
I'm gonna help you out and change your careers, and then the change makes them less cool and over and good.
Yes, make them like the worst version of themselves of all time. Both people, like holy shit.
Hey, Street Profits. What if you stop doing all your cool moves?
What if you stopped bringing out red cups? What if you stopped dancing to your cool music and you walked out to this shitty music that we slowed down?
I mean, their in-ring is back to where it needed to be, but bro, that Bobby Lashley era of the Street Profits, they were so not good.
God,
they were so not good, dude.
I was trying so hard to
yeah, bro.
See if that was good, bro, but I was just like, man, like this is man. Lee McVeary, 199 pound. Oh God, Johnny Takeover was special. Can that magic be reborn?
Yeah, put the WWE title on him.
Yo,
I'll tell you what. DIY versus Andrade and Phoenix was awesome. And Rob, did you hear who Andrade and Phoenix are working this Friday on SmackDown?
No, I did not. Who are they working?
Andrade and Phoenix. They won last week against DIY, beat them clean in the middle. And this week they're facing Fraxium.
Wait.
Sorry.
Wait. Those losers who just jobbed our main event?
All right, bro.
Oh, brother.
I'm good off the Spanish luchador and English Brian Kendrick.
Oh my God. Hey yo, you better log off for those 20 minutes. Them niggas are wrestling because niggas at the taping said the match was insane.
So, oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Niggas at the taping said the match was incredible. So
yeah, I can't wait till Road Dogg's like, we don't need all of this flippity doos. Edit all this down.
Hey yo, could you imagine Brian sitting in the chair as these dudes are doing this match, right? And you get this is awesome chance. He looks over at Bruce. He's like, be honest with me. It's a bunch of bullshit, right?
Road Dogg's like, a lot of this is just gonna have to get cut down now. We need more time. We got Miz TV playing. We got a really big angle. Mellow on Miz.
Hey,
go ahead, Rob. No, go ahead, Rob.
You know, I was gonna say, hey, no, you know, it's the perfect Johnny Takeover match y'all could do in 2025. Him and Gunther, 15 minutes. Have him kick out of all of Gunther's moves. Yo, that was the main aura of Johnny Takeover, son. Is the kick out.
He kicked out of everything.
Bro, I
kicked out of everything, son.
And I'm not Dick Ryan and Rob. I promise you, if they did that match on the WWE main roster, those kickouts would be to complete fucking silence.
But you know who would be popping? You know who would be popping? Me.
Rob would be on his Twitch going crazy, son. And everybody in the crowd would just be staring, would just be looking at the ring. Like, when is Rhea Ripley coming out?
When is Jay coming out?
If that match,
when will it be time to yeet, bro? Like, I thought it was gonna be time to yeet like 4 kickouts ago. This is taking way too long.
Hey man, look, look. There's a reason. There's a reason if that match happens, there's a reason the camera's only upward on Twitch.
What the fuck?
It's Luger, 199. LA Knight, Eddie Kingston will be a great What happened?
What the
LA Knight, Eddie Kingston will be a great program.
I think they
like
had a promo battle on NWA Power.
I was gonna say them niggas have absolutely crossed paths before. They've been in the same place at the same time before.
I think they did have a program.
Briefly was on Impact during the LAX shit.
Yeah.
And when that's when LA Knight was in Impact, and then they also were in NWA together. I don't know if they wrestled, but they've definitely been in the same spot.
I think was a huge LA Knight batter. I have to admit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good WWE, emphasis on WWE wrestler, bro. Like he's doing his shit over there, bro. Like, you know, he's just
and in a weird way, AO, his matches have quietly gotten better because like he was a 2.5.
Bro, like his matches were actively terrible, and I was getting my shit off. And now he's just like he's able to like go in there, have his 3.25, 3.5. He's like the winningest guy on the mic in the company and shit. Like, yeah, bro, he's doing his thing over there.
Yo, he fried CM Punk because Punk and him both have beef with Seth, and so they had a segment where Punk is in the back. And he went to LA Knight. He's like, "Yo, hey, no offense, I'm coming for Seth." And he was like, "You have Seth Rollins 6 days a week, yeah." He's like, "I'm just."
He said, "Nigga, you can have." He said, "Nigga, but my business is my business, nigga. So stay out of it."
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah," and I walked off.
Black Johnson said, "What's his ceiling in AEW? The leader of a faction that's not pushed and will never get pushed."
Yo,
but gets on TV.
He would have went crazy in 2021 AEW. Because that nigga would just be around and like be a part of random groups.
Yeah, you know.
He would have been like, "Cody Rhodes, you're not ready for Eli Drake, you dummy." Yeah. And Cody's just like, "Eli."
Cody would have.
But at the same time, I say that. But at the same time, at the TNT Championship's worst, he definitely could have won it, I guess.
Absolutely.
Back then. Not now.
I was about to say, bro, he would 100. Cody Rhodes would have 100% had an NWA ass.
Nigga, him and Cody would have went 4 months feuding, bro. Cody would be on the top turnbuckle.
And that's Cody showing restraint.
Yes, exactly. Bro, Eli Drake would have been in the crowd. Cody would have been top turnbuckle looking at me. He'd be like, "Eli, that's all you are. Your hype, your catchphrases. That's what you do. It's the dummy. But when this bell rings, when we wrestle in AEW, you can't cut the mustard. It's going to be me. It's going to be you for the TNT title at Revolution." And Jim Ross is like, "Hell yeah." And Excalibur is doing his thing. And
let's get it on.
Looks like we got to fight.
And it has been made official.
They would have, yeah, that was good. It has been made official. Eli Drake and Cody Rhodes for the TNT championship.
Yo, it's funny, bro, because he's like one of the few people who didn't embarrass themselves at WrestleMania this year.
Yep. Man, Jacob. Bro, the funny thing about it is, I remember when the LA Knight fandom and the wave happened in 2023, I was mildly annoyed. Only because I was like, yo, man, like, there's better wrestlers, guys. Y'all are doing too much, blah, 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 right? But in the years since the LA Knight hype train, the astroturfing for wrestlers even worse than him has been insane. Like, I got frustrated with him, and then niggas did the Joe Hendry wave, and then they did Karrion Kross and all these other guys. And it's like, it makes
Don't forget your man's Danhausen.
Bro. I'm seeing WWE fans tweet shit like, "Yeah, get Danhausen to NXT." Bro, what are you talking about?
No, let's get it done. Let's do it.
What do you
What is
guys?
Stop.
Yo, Austin. Richard in the chat said Austin Theory now. Yo, what is going on with this Austin Theory shit? What is this,
bro? It's
bro.
It's
I don't.
psyop,
bro. At least with Cross, I could point to like, yo, he's been working like social media really hard. Like he's been really like working on socials. Even though I think it's like dumb, I saw it actively winning over WWE fans. And then he did that. And then he did that promo post Mania. I was like, okay, it makes sense why Cross is over because he hooked the WWE fans with this, and this. Mm-hmm. Austin Theory has just like actively been Austin Theory these last 3 years, and the same WWE fans who wanted him dead decided that he's the second coming of John Cena unironically now. What the fuck is going on?
I sincerely do not understand this like clamor for this guy. You have watched him. Like, what are we talking, bro? I remember saying one time, it was when he was US champ, he got some type of backstage interview, and I literally tweeted, "Austin Theory is not a professional wrestler." I was like, this is just not a wrestler. Like, this is just like,
can't lie, bro.
Like, come on, bro.
I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna get on Eva's day.
Niggas think I'm being harsh. I think last year they should have just cut him and let him figure out who he is outside of WWE. And I'll tell you what, right now he might have been in a position where he's looking really, bro. For all we know, he could have been a TNA main eventer, tearing it up and shit, and then the drones would have industry planted him back to WWE. To me, that's better than him fucking wasting away on main event, going nowhere, wasting the rest of his 20s.
My thing is, honestly, why doesn't he just like do what Apollo or what some of these other niggas like all these other niggas that aren't getting used do, and they just be like, man, I'm gonna just work some NXT shit. I'm just do some NXT shit.
Did he already go back down to NXT?
He went for one match, and it was him and Waller versus Oba.
I thought it was like
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And Rob, you know something? That was a good match. And
yes, I literally
said
after that, I said during that feud and after that match, I said honestly, bro, he should just stay.
Just stay, bro.
Just stay. What are you doing?
He'd still be younger than most pushed NXT men. He's like 7 years younger than Ethan Page.
The biggest thing he's done in the last 2 years of being on the last 3 years of being on the main roster in the Triple H regime is like when he won the tag titles with Grayson Waller at Mania last year, and then they had that DIY tag that was great. But like other than that, like never really done anything. A name that almost got me again. Not gonna read. $4.99. Hot prediction. Rhea is about to riptide until she gets attacked by someone fully geared. Io retains. After a few months, we find the EST did it. Wow.
Bro, stop trying to turn Bianca heel, bro.
Could they do that? Yes, they could. But this show is a rare opportunity for WWE to not do any fucking bullshit finishes. And that would kind of be like...
Bro, Bianca already gets these weird-ass reactions from racist-ass WWE fans, bro.
True.
Why would they have her attack Rhea Ripley and screw her out of a title?
Bro, Bianca and AEW themselves peep those reactions. That's why, if you ask me, I'm sure Bianca's probably glad she's taking this break, bro.
Yeah, it's like, yo, let these fucking fat-ass marks miss me, bro. Like, they don't deserve me anyway.
That's why Cody Rhodes is chilling, bro. That's why Cody went home after Mania.
Yo, Cody was just like, yo, you niggas is weird. I'm out of here, bro.
I'm out of here.
Like, I'm out of here.
Yo, he literally was like, enjoy what SmackDown is going to look like for the next month, bro.
No funny shit.
Literally. That's like, bro, it got to the point where the Bloodline dudes are on Twitter going like, SmackDown needs Cody. SmackDown needs Cody back. Like,
yo, if Cody was white hot going into Mania, there's no way you could convince me he's taking a break after losing to Cena. He would be on the other show from Cena cutting promos about like how like it's like this company still belongs to the people or whatever, and John Cena might have changed, but like no, like save him from the darkness.
I'll give you the tip off that it wasn't planned. Cody was scheduled to do SmackDowns, and I want to say I forget the dates now, but like there were SmackDowns that he was scheduled to do during that break time that out of nowhere, days before the show, like he just got unadvertised.
Yeah. I was gonna say they advertised him for shows and they took him down.
That nigga was like, yeah, it's been real, everybody.
It's not like AEW where like they just put people on like, we're going to Cincinnati. Here's a picture of Ospreay, Mox, Swerve, Mercedes, and then one or two of them like end up just not being there. Like if you're advertised for a show, you're expected to be there.
Yep. Chat, I got a question for y'all. You only have two options. Option A, Rhea beats Io clean, or option B, Io retains after a hooded heel Bianca attacks Rhea. What are you picking? Option A or B?
No, I don't trust anybody who wants Bianca to go heel, bro. I don't trust you as a person.
I can see UFC going for option B though, just to keep Io's belt.
Yo, you know what I think about EOFC.
Yo, everybody, the chat would rather Rhea beat Io than Bianca turn heel. That's crazy.
Real niggas, bro.
Wow. The chat said we are not turning Bianca.
Like, what?
Bro, turning Bianca is wrestle crap. Literally, why? Why would you do that? It's wrestle crap.
That's horrible, son. It sounds horrible.
You know, right now, Hunter's like, he's blind. He's like, how do we like refresh your character and give her a new direction?
Yo, and the WWE thing, bro, wouldn't even be to turn her heel. They would have her screw Rhea out the match and then still pretend like, and then still act like she's babyface, and then be like, why is she getting these weird reactions? Why is she getting these weird reactions? I don't get it.
Y'all be on TV like, I did what I had to do, and the crowd's like, boo.
No.
She's like, y'all don't understand what I got going on with Rhea. Whoa.
Do you remember all the things that Rhea did to me? She burned the cross on my arm. She burned the cross on my grandma. She be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Come on, bro. Shut up, nigga.
Yo, right.
I forgot I even had the boo sound effect on here.
We put it on.
Wait. Say it one more time. The Bianca thing, the Rhea thing.
I had to let Rhea Ripley know what the ES. Nigga, that's cheering.
Bro.
Oh my god. Hey, yo, the funny thing is I can see exactly that. Rob, you skipped
Chill on EO and CAO. No, bro, no. And I love EO. I love EO as a professional wrestler, bro. Her fandom is terroristic. She's a terroristic fandom, bro. Yo, terrible.
EO definitely has some insane fans. Rob, you can't go back to the other one.
You know, I'm literally like scrolling fast as fuck right now.
Yeah,
Hold on, I'm almost there.
One about Sol Ruka. I expect Sol Ruka and Zarya to be on Evolution, and it's gonna be really cool. Yeah, this is the springboard for Sol to join in the fall. Yeah, I believe so too.
Johnny Burney.
What's Sol doing that Evolution?
So they're doing a 4-way women's tag title match. It's gonna be Roxanne and Raquel against a team from every brand, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. And what I think the brands are going to be, I think it's going to be Kabuki Warriors, since Kyrie has beef with the Judgment Day and Kyrie took out Liv Morgan. I think it's going to be Kyrie and Asuka. And then the SmackDown team will probably be Alexa and Charlotte. And then the NXT team will probably be Sol Ruka and Zarya, the former Delta.
Are they actually a tag team or are they just be hanging out?
NXT fans would have to tell me. They seem like an on-screen pairing / friendship / I won't say that third thing, but like they seem to be like an on-screen alliance duo. They tag sometimes, that kind of thing. Some people think Kyrie Asuka are going to be in the battle royal to give that star power. They could do that, but then that would mean the Raw team is the Dungeon Dolls, which is Low-Key Legend Natty and Maxine Dupree. And I don't know about that one.
Watch out for what hits the dirt sheets if somehow Natty doesn't make this show, bro.
The girls backstage are very frustrated.
The girls backstage are not happy with Evolution at all.
There's a lot of internal frustration at how Evolution is played out. There is a lot of disappointment and pessimism with the booking of Evolution.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Those stories might hit the sheets if a certain legend does make the show, but it's just like thrown out first in the battle royale.
You're gonna hear like there were a lot of talents backstage unhappy with the handling of the battle royal and the lack of care.
I was just about to say that.
The lack of care and thought in the battle royal.
A lot of frustration with the creative direction.
One anonymous talent said, "Quote, I don't know what they're doing. There's no care or thought going into the undercard of these ladies. They need us to help the ones that they're pushing. It's bullshit." Like end quote. Oh my god,
this nigga was funny. Johnny Burney 199. Were there any changes to the original G1 lineup?
Yes. Thank you, Johnny.
Yes.
6-star 199. Suri versus Athena. AEW All In.
That would be fucking godly. Tony would never.
Could you imagine?
Tony would never book that, but that would be fucking awesome. He would book it on a TV and even a pre-show. He would not book that at all.
Yeah, but we might have to fucking see the Outrunners get a fucking all right, bro. Whatever the fuck.
Ibu's personal assistant.
Yo, what's going on with this profile picture, bro?
Oh, Ibu's that? No, that's your guy. Ibu's personal assistant 199. Big Boss Boo Boo, your packages of baby oil arrived. Oh,
what the fuck?
Oh my god,
I don't even use baby oil.
Oh my god.
I'm not even a baby oil nigga.
Damn, so it's just for your guests?
All right, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That nigga's not my assistant.
RCW?
You know he be on. You know he be on. Baydoon 190. Yo, you know that nigga got his own show on like some conservative news network. I was scrolling through channels on YouTube TV on Twitch one night, and I just seen him sitting there with a big ass suit on. You talking about some another news, the Democrats. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, fucking Rob blinked and 4 hours passed, and he was just fucking mainlining this content, bro.
I was just like, hey man. I might as well just stay here. Like, I don't know. I'm bored. There's nothing else to do. Everything else on TV sucks.
I was like, what about the Democrats now? Hey man, fuck them niggas, man. Endorse my nigga Mom Donnie, bro. Stop playing with my guy, bro. Stop playing with my guy. I was
scrolling through the channels on Twitch the other day, and fucking Tyrus was cooning it up on fucking what's that shit called?
Yo, what the DNC's trying to do to Mom Donnie is crazy.
This shit is insane, son.
It's crazy.
It is so crazy.
They're like, and don't even get us started on what he said about the Jews. And then everybody's like, whoa. What did he say about the Jews? They're just, you're just gonna have to do your own research. Don't get us started. Don't get us started. Oh my God, you don't want us to get it started.
Yo, that nigga Eric Adams was like, hey, all I'm saying is, the nigga's an anti-Semite. And they're like, how so, sir? He's like, you know what he be doing with Hamas.
You know what he be saying, man. He's like, what did he be saying?
What he say?
You know what he said, man.
Hey, bro, look it up. The nigga be out here with Hamas.
Bro, Cuomo did the same shit, bro. He did the same exact shit.
Cuomo's like,
bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, Mondani, he's like a jihadist or whatever. It's like, what are you talking about, my nigga? What the fuck, son? Bro, every interview with Mondani on the TV networks, he's like, do you condemn the statement? He's like, I do not support it. Do you condemn the statement? That's not the language I would use. Do you condemn the statement? Sure. Are you a jihadist? No. Do you support Sharia law? No. Are you going to kill us all? It's like, what the fuck is happening, son? Like,
he's like, come on, bro.
He's like, bro, I want New York to be affordable. Are you a terrorist?
I'm just trying to run New York, son.
He's like, I want to make New York affordable for everyone, every New Yorker. They're like, will you recreate 9/11, sir? It's like, what the fuck?
Answer the goddamn question.
Hi, I'm Zoran Mamdani. I am the Democratic mayoral nominee. They're like, they're just like, where were you on 9/11? He's like, bro, what the fuck? I was like 9. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, what is wrong with all of you? Jesus Christ. He's like, I support my Jewish brothers. He's like, you're an anti-Semite. You're an anti-Semite. Fuck. Jesus.
Baydoun, $2. Good show so far. No FTR mentions, so alhamdulillah. Hey man,
Thank you, Baydoun.
They're pretty bad. Hush 199. Leave Roman alone, Cody. He will never be your friend. That ass, bro. Stop.
No funny shit, bro. Leave Roman alone, bro.
You that weird nigga at the. Yeah, I know you that weird nigga at the Samoan barbecue that be trying to talk to everybody. Nigga,
yo,
stop.
You know that meme of the nigga at the cookout that doesn't know anybody, and he's like, he keeps walking in a circle with his
Hey, he be like, hey, nigga, when Haku did that shit, that was crazy.
Yo, he be trying to. That's what Cody be trying to do with the Samoans, bro, backstage when Roman around.
Yo, just a man. All the oozes is chilling, right? Jacob was talking.
Wait a second. When the fuck did Baydoun become a channel moderator?
I have no idea, but that's mad funny.
Yo, shout out
it was like last week.
Yo, we're not gonna tell the streamer what your uncles be doing.
What the bro? Roman be sitting with the guys, right? Jacob like, hey, I was telling that nigga, like, yo, you moving stiff, my nigga. Like, really, you gotta lay this. You can't be laying that shit in on me like that, my nigga. Like, I got CTE. Roman like, what that nigga say? He's like, nigga, I got that shit from Haku, dog. And I was like, yo, my nigga, you not Haku. Jay Uso's like, yo. And then what that nigga said after that, Cody's like, that nigga said, and they're like,
whoa.
They all just stared at Cody like, all right, bro.
Like, yo, you got that one? This your friend, bro?
Yo, listen.
Wait, Baydoun's confused by the uncle's comment. Come on, bro. You know that video of those two fine Lebanese gentlemen in that car. The things that they were, bro. I don't want to have to say.
Hey, yo, it's a dead silence, and then Jimmy walks up close to Cody. He's like, hey, listen, dog. You know we fuck with you, Oos, but you can't be coming up here talking like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be using that type of language around us, Oos. Like, nigga, that's our culture, Oos. You feel me? You really gotta chill with all of that, Oos. Cody's like, oh, I'm wilding. My bad.
Yo, I
My
love that's our culture. No,
it's like, no, it's not. Nigga, what the?
Yo, Jacob's like, that's our word, man. We gotta take that word, man.
Yo, Cody, man, you know we fuck with you, blood, but yo, my nigga, like you really, like you can't be. That's not your body, Oos. Like that's not you. You feel me? Like,
yo, Ebu. Thoughts on Ricky Saints trying to keep the Cody is a black man meme alive in 2025.
that was really unfortunate, and I was gonna quote it, but I didn't. Someone else did, and he replied to that guy saying like, "I'm just fucking around," but I don't know, man.
Well, nobody fucking thought you were serious, my nigga. Obviously, you were just fucking around. Stop, bro! Everybody, stop! Stop!
It had big Facebook energy, where it's like you're just like it's like so like delayed.
This is the worst bit of all time, son. It's been going since early 2022, bro.
All time, bro.
It's been
And
going
niggas
since early
forget.
2022.
Niggas forget the origin was AEW fans mocking this nigga.
Yes.
And yes, nigga, we not trying to have fun, nigga. We not trying to have fun. It's not fun.
We don't want to have fun.
It's not fun. We don't have fun here, bro. Stop. Bay dude, $2. Hashtag get off Rob's piece. That ass. Get off my piece, nigga.
Yo, wait, hold on. Yo, Frog got me. Frog said, which Paul Heyman project is joining this conversation, Ebu? So here's what happens. Cody gets told to leave the room, right? Braun Breaker walks up and he's just like, hey, where my dog's at? And they're like, oh, it's Braun. It's Braun. Jay like, hey, that's my dog. Hey, who, right? Am I right, everybody?
Braun in his head smiling and nodding, just tan as fuck, being like, yeah, I'm their N-word. You don't even think the word out in his head, bro. He be thinking N-word, son. That's just
Jacob looks at Roman, who's in the corner in his throne. He's like, hey, dog, you should put this nigga over. Roman like,
nah, I do like that nigga.
Roman looks at Braun Breaker. He like, who your daddy again? He like, Rick. He like, I like
damn,
that
it's not
nigga.
Scott.
I like a lot of his views.
Yeah,
I might have to think about that.
Come on, bro. What you doing, bro?
I might have to think about that one.
No, I thought you was gonna say, it's not Scott, but it'll do, you know.
Yo, niggas really just let Rick Steiner slide.
Dead ass. Like that's just the thing that they let happen.
Hey, yo, the 1995 WCW locker room just gave it a year. And then anyway, they're like, catch me and Rick Steiner at the convention this weekend.
Like, what, bro?
Niggas just posted. Niggas Sting and Luger were just posted last week like, we out here with the big Steiners.
The niggas not remember the shit he was saying and doing?
Yo.
And it's not just like he was just saying the shit. He was following her around the convention, yelling it at her.
That man was like, enough with this trans bullshit. And then he basically was like, yo, my fault, yo. I got CTE, bro. My bad, everybody.
We're just like, what?
How does he ever get booked anywhere ever again?
Because it's wrestling. And also because, AO, all them niggas is in the room with Rick, like, you can't say it out.
Yeah, they're like, come on, Rick. You know we don't disagree, but you can't say it out loud now. I mean, you know, I guess the niggas that are trying to fucking get Rick Steiner's autograph aren't on fucking Stan Twitter. So
right, it's like a guy who drives a Prius who's like 46 with a fucking Mark T-shirt. Like, hey man, big fan of the Steiners back in the day, man. Love you guys. Rick, don't worry about the Wokes, man. Don't worry about the Wokes.
Light Chaser said, yo, the best part was Rick getting confronted and Luger being in a wheelchair trying to ignore it. Yo,
that nigga Luger was rolling away. He was like, hey, bro, it's got nothing to do with it, bro.
Luger hasn't rolled that fast in years, son.
Bro, I thought Luger's about to get up and run.
About Lex Luger and where he should be one day, by the way.
Yo, come on, man. Come on.
What you mean?
The Hall of Fame?
No. The Hall of Fame. Oh yeah, the Hall of Fame correctional facility.
The best conclusion of this whole bit, AO, is Braun Breaker's a Democrat. And so could you, man, right? Braun's in the room talking to Roman. Roman's kind of feeling him out, seeing what's going on with him, right? He's like,
yo, stop this Braun Breaker is a Democrat.
Wait, listen.
Like...
let me finish it off. Listen, so Roman's is like, I do like your daddy. Yo, by the way, man. He looks up at the door. He's like, yo, Jimmy, close that shit. He looks at Braun. He's like, you're not really woke, right? Braun's like, Braun looking both directions. He's like, nah.
I'll be doing it for Twitter.
Dog, I don't believe in none of that shit. Braun Roman's like, man.
He's just like, who'd you vote for?
Oh my god.
Yo, Roman's dumb funny, bro. A week before WrestleMania, he's like, I'll be trumping. Why? Why did you say that?
That was the worst
Telling
part.
anyone that, bro.
No, that was the worst part. I don't know what was worse. Waking up to that or finding out nobody asked. And he just said
nobody asked. He's like, yeah, I'll be trumping.
I was like, what?
I was giving the trumping, waiting the competition.
Yo, you know what I did? You know the first thing I did? I went on the timeline and found the first piece of Roman good PR, nigga.
And I haven't even stopping you.
Hey, you know what I did? I went on Twitter and found the first piece of good Roman PR I could find, nigga. Shit, nigga.
Nigga, that shit did not get no motion either, bro. Rob was, it was a whole wave of Roman bad, 3 days straight. Rob was posting like Roman doing Make-A-Wish, 2 retweets, 5 likes, and one of the retweets is Rob on another account. I'm like, yo, Rob, back it in, my nigga. Back it in.
No, and then there was one though, but niggas don't remember because there was the whole interview drop that day. So there was multiple parts being like, man, Vince bad, and yada yada yada. But niggas wasn't retweeting Vince bad. Niggas wasn't retweeting Vince bad, by the way.
Yo, Rob went right into the Randy files, bro.
Yo,
he mind you, Rob loves Randy Orton, but he's like, yo, if Roman's going down, everybody going down.
Yeah, everybody go down, nigga.
He drops
Everybody
4
gotta go down.
incriminating ass pictures
and for no
reason.
Randy
Orton.
For no reason, Rob was like, yo, let's look into Randy. Let's just look into him. Let's see what's going on with Randy.
Yo, what's Randy really got going on, bro?
No, because you know what it is? WWE fans love doing that. They love being like, yo, I can't believe this nigga's a Trump supporter. And I'm like, yo, every time Randy Orton does a fucking RKO, you niggas do a backflip. And there's documented evidence of Randy Orton just being like, borderline, like Blue Lives Matter, liking, retweeting Blue Lives Matter shit. And you know what I mean?
Bro, that's why I don't understand why people like pretend to care for that day. If you know that you're not going to care in 2 weeks, just don't engage in the discourse, bro.
Yep.
Unless you're cracking jokes. You're cracking jokes and get all your jokes off you want.
The
people that are just like, I'm just so hurt by this. I'm just so hurt. I can't believe that Roman would do this. I'll never be able to look at him the same. 2 weeks later, you're like,
OTC,
bro, just don't do it, bro. Like, just ignore the discourse. Say you don't care at the time.
Yo, fuck it, I'll do it on there. AO, I want you to guess who's the most liberal member of the Judgment Day. Just because someone asked me a question in the chat. I want you to guess. Do you have one? While AO's thinking, Rob, do you have one?
Maybe. Well, damn, after what CM Punk said, I can't say that one either. Shit. Finn? Yeah, Finn. Probably Finn.
Yeah. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude, man. He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Wait, but I thought Roxanne was the most liberal member of the Judgment Day because she's a little younger.
Do we have any other super chats, Rob?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I'm just saying, do we have any other super?
Yo, yeah, did I ask him? I thought I asked him a question. What the fuck?
Do we have any other super chats, Rob? Thank you.
Hush, where's AO?
Who's gonna play the actual wrestler Zangief? I mean, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know.
Okay, I guess I was waiting on AO to answer the question, but I guess he disappeared. Black Yakuzu $5. New Day and FTR fumbling their heel turns in the same year is kind of hilarious. I don't think FTR is fumbling. I don't think FTR. New Day definitely. I don't think New Day fumbling theirs is definitely 100% all the way their fault, though. I don't think that's their fault.
The question, this isn't about whose fault it is. It's just the fact that both of these teams have been fumbled.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying. But FTR though, probably, but we still have yet to see where this FTR thing is gonna go. It started in March. New Day started in November. That's why it can be considered a failure, really. So, Goldberg's XTL 199. What is Punk doing at? I think it's SummerSlam or Survivor Series.
I'd imagine it's SummerSlam. Yeah, man, I just we'll see. I think the safe bet is Seth Rollins. But again, they wanted to do a 3-way at Mania with Gunther. And I really do wonder. Hunter doesn't just abandon matches. That nigga just delays them. So I wonder if he ends up making that the fucking SummerSlam match. I don't know. So we shall see.
All right. Let's see. Love Dogs 199. Is Gail Kim still going to WWE?
She's been talking with Shawn a lot. So I wonder what ends up happening there. But she's been in communication with Shawn Michaels.
All right. Zora Hart, $2. Is there any chance Jericho goes back to the Fed?
This is a weird one, man. It's a weird one because Jericho doesn't have a great relationship with Paul Levesque. However,
great relationship.
Tony is in a unique situation because Tony loves Chris and he appreciates Chris, but he is now at a point where he recognizes that, like, he recognized that the learning tree stuff wasn't great at all. And there were a lot of people in AEW that were in his ear like, dude, this stuff stinks and we should probably move on from Chris Jericho. So it's up to him, really, man. He has a tough decision to make. I know that at one point, Jericho was supposed to come back and work with Big Bill. That was the plan. The whole Jericho's 2025 was going to be Jericho works with Bandito, puts him over, then he puts over Big Bill, and then they figure out if he's going to stay. So it's up to Tony. I know people close to Jericho months ago expected that Jericho was going to be renewed, but that was months ago. That was back when Jericho was still on the TV. And I don't know where that stands right now. Is there any chance he goes back to the Fed? Yes, there's a chance. Do I think that happens? I'm still leaning towards my gut telling me that, like, he sticks around with AEW. But I do think it's the most up in the air it's ever been with regards to his status. If Jericho stays, though, I'll tell you this, though. Tony is not going to keep him on the same deal he was on. Because Jericho, according to talent, I want everyone to be, according to talent, he's the highest paid wrestler in the company. According to talent, he's the highest paid wrestler in the company. So that won't continue.
Nigga, that is, if that, I mean, I guess.
If Tony keeps him, it's going to be on a massive pay cut.
Jericho hates, Jericho has outwardly, Ibu said it before, Jericho has outwardly stated like him and Hunter don't get along very well.
They don't have a great relationship. I'll tell you what, Jericho will be more likely to come back if Vince was still in WWE because he loved Vince.
Oh my God, yo, the way Jericho would talk about Vince.
Jericho loves
if you ask
Vince,
Jericho
man.
now, he'd probably be like, yo, that shit is some bullshit, bro. Free my nigga. And he would say it word for word. So, I just don't see what Jericho would do in WWE, bro. I don't know. Hush 199. Braun to New York. Would y'all be on board?
No.
I just don't. I don't know where else for Braun. I kind of just at this point, I want to see Braun keep being great, but it's just like I don't want him to force. If you don't, I mean, whenever he stops feeling it, he can retire. But I don't know. I don't know where I want him to go next.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. I feel like his stay in LA is kind of like expiring though, to be quite honest. But Ibu Mania 14, $4.99. Lightyear from AAA signed with WWE. Course people upset with the fact she supports Stephanie's abuser. Is that any of our business how Stephanie views it?
Guys, anyone from AAA that will be used in AAA going forward will be signed technically by WWE because of because of how this business relationship is set up. So like Lahi Adriel will continue to do the AAA shows.
Yes, because she's an established piece.
That's just kind of what that is.
The libs try to get me.
They did.
What's good, bro?
I have no other comment on that though to Ibu Mania, but
yeah, no, I have.
Obviously, it's a shame that like there were a lot of people who were vocally in support of that guy. It's obviously a gigantic shame, you know.
Bro, she was so aggressively in support of her that Stephanie Vakir applied for and was granted a restraining order from her.
Yeah, I mean, I do the same shit. I keep all these people far away from me, and thankfully, Stephanie will not be forced to be around these people. Thankfully,
It's the reason why she had to fucking face Daisus and fucking Dalis and fucking Chic Tormenta.
Bro, it's pretty crazy because like that's like Triple A's entire like women's roster, bro. Like either Stephanie's got an active restraining order against them, or they're just like 50 and can't go at all.
Right, and that's why for her match, they're like, "Give me, I don't give a fuck how good they are, just give me these people," and that's what they did. So she's not going to be asked to do the AAA shows. That being Stephanie, Hiedra's not going to lose her job; she will remain on that roster, and that's just going to be what that's going to be. Black Yakuza 94 $2. Mamdani has no idea what he's gotten himself into.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Huh?
What's he trying to say?
No, it was when we were talking about the thing, because here's the thing. It's going to be a full court press from both the establishment Democrats, the mainstream media, and then the fucking racists on the right who are just going to keep attacking.
The Democrats will drop it eventually, and they'll just back the guy because he's just like, yo, he's the winner anyway, so we might as well just they're gonna wag their finger at New Yorkers for not backing the establishment, and then eventually when it's time for him to fucking like actually run for mayor and shit, they'll back him, I guess.
I hope so. Thank you, Black Yakuza.
Natalie H 2 pounds. I know it was trash, but WrestleMania 41 is so funny in retrospect. Oh man, it's so funny that they had to go do it a second time.
It's just a weird 2-night event. There were niggas that tried to yell at me about like night one being a good show. It wasn't a good show.
No,
there was like 2 good matches.
But can't wait for Money in the Bank.
What are you talking about, bro?
Bro, Fed Batters were eating good, bro. You niggas were miserable. Yo, the biggest WWE troll accounts ran off of Twitter. Got ran off of Twitter. Don't get run off of Twitter when the transphobic, racist, homophobic like jokes get exposed or like piled on, whatever. You're just gonna have to cry. AEW sucks, by the way. But yo, WrestleMania 41 was so bad. These niggas was like, yo, I'm out of here. I'll be back in like 2 weeks. Some of these niggas still not back.
Niggas out of bounds, yeah.
Both nights were like pretty bad.
No, but things night 2 was going well, and then I'll never forget Rob.
Yeah.
Listen, night 2, we got the women's 3-way, excellent match, right? Then Drew and Priest had a good match. Then Dom, Braun, Penta, and Finn, good match. And you're like, yo, night 2's on a good roll here. And then if you remember, Rob, Randy Orton's mystery opponent match, that shit threw the whole fucking vibe.
Yo, fucking Joe Hendry ruined the whole show, bro.
That was like the nexus point,
bro. Literally,
of Mania just falling off.
Yo, the show was going very well, and then that shit completely reversed the vibes.
So I got like 10 jokes off on that shit,
bro. I sat there,
kept getting worse and worse.
I sat there like, yo, this is fucking crazy. And I remember, we all remember, guys. You don't got to even get into it, but the whole next week we're being lectured by like all these annoying normie blue checks about how like you should actually respect that match and how good it was for Joe Hendry and shit. She was a fucking joke. It was a fucking joke. And then AJ and Logan Paul, another match that people going in were lecturing you like, it's gonna be good. Logan's such a good wrestler. It's gonna be a spectacle. That match was a pile of fucking shit.
It was fucking terrible.
It was horrible, dude.
It was worse than I could have even prayed for, bro.
Fucking dog shit. And then you got the Becky return in a tag match that was like a nothing match that hilariously they topped like the next night on Raw. Like on Raw, they had a good match. On the fucking pay-per-view, it was like a nothing match.
And people were hot because Bailey's shoe got fucked over
for
her spot. Yes. Like it was shoe.
And then in the main event, the fucking Travis Scott long entry. Like, bro, what was that show? That's why I'll tell you what, chat. And maybe this could be my famous last words. SummerSlam is going to be a lot better than this. Mainly because the standards are on the fucking floor. But SummerSlam is going to be a million times better than this.
You know why I disagree, Evil?
Oh, no, SummerSlam is going to be bad.
You know why I disagree?
Why?
Wait, SummerSlam's a 2-night show this year, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Nigga, they're literally just gonna treat this like Mania. And Triple H has yet to have a good one.
No. Mania 39 was excellent.
Which one was 39?
The one that night 1 had Steen Jericho versus the Usos and Charlotte and Rhea.
I skipped both of those matches.
You piece of shit.
That's not like that's
Yo,
a shoot.
I dead still haven't seen Steve Jericho versus the Usos,
That's
bro.
a shoot, by the way, y'all. We were watching Mania, and then he just got like when Rhea and Charlotte was starting, he was like, "Yo,
I was just like, yeah,
no."
You know what happened?
He got up.
No. Not even when it got good. Not even when it got good, bro. Like 5 minutes passed. I'm like, yo, bro, like this show has been like, I can't even make fun of this show. And now Rhea and Charlotte are having like the most boring match I've ever seen the first 5 minutes. So I turned it off. I was like, bro, I'm just gonna go play Elden Ring. And then I checked my phone later, and everybody's like, "Yo, Rhea and Charlotte going crazy! Rhea and Charlotte going crazy!"
Yo, Dave went.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm not coming back."
Rhea and Charlotte has a 9.1 on Cage Match, 4 3/4 from Dave, and in the main event, 9.818 on Cage Match, 5 stars from Dave. This was the peak of Triple H's PR, bro. That nigga was feeling himself on this. Yo, this show also had a shoot good Logan Paul match. This show had it was Logan and Seth, and it was really fun. The Profits, Alpha Academy.
I watched it, but I don't remember it.
Yo, this was awesome. It was Viking Raiders versus Ricochet and Strowman versus Gable and Otis versus Angelo Dawkins and Montez.
That match had me shook, bro. I was like, oh no. I think Ricochet did a shooter to the outside. Yeah, I was like, God damn you, WWE. Angelo Dawkins hit like a crazy pounce on Braun Strowman.
Fucking Gable
did a Chaos Theory German suplex on Braun Strowman, which
I was like, that's when I was like, yo, this might be a long night, bro.
Yeah. And then on this show, fucking Ray coming out with Snoop Dogg, the Nut was a G thing, and then having that really fun vibes match with Dom. This show was the peak of Triple H's PR. That nigga was in Gorilla. People were talking crazy because the thought process was, oh shit, tomorrow Cody's winning. This is like, to me, it was one of the best Manias they've ever done. And you remember this. The vibes going from that to 2 days later, not one, not 5, 2 days later, Vince shows up on TV and rips up Raw 5 times. 5 times. That was an insane.
No, I don't think he did he show up, or did he just email a nigga? He was just like, yo, we're not doing nothing.
He was at the building. He just pulled up on niggas. Just pulled up. I was like, yo,
give me nigga.
Yo, Rob, I got the rundown for that week's Raw. I mean that night's Raw early, and they were gonna do a bunch of like 3-way qualifiers and shit. And I remember like Piper Niven was in one of them with like Candace or something. But like, they were doing a bunch of cool things.
3-way qualifiers, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. But Vince was like, "Let me see that Raw real quick," and then just ripped the shit out of that fucking lineup.
Yo, and then he was like, you know what we're gonna do first on this show? Omos versus Elias, nigga.
Literally, Omos versus Elias to open up Raw.
So I remember that happened. The Seth segment, yo, that was like one of the darkest days since Triple H came in.
Was it Seth pissed about something like his time got cut or some shit?
Yeah, he went out there.
He came out, and someone walked out and was like, yo, Seth, your segment got canceled, bro. And he was like, what, bro?
And so when they came back from commercial, he just put his microphone up, said, sing my song, and then dipped.
And then just left. Like, this was a crazy night, bro. The main event was Brock and Cody versus Roman and Solo, and the match never happened because Brock just beat the dog shit out of Cody for 10 minutes straight.
That was godly. That was so godly.
Yo, Brian Alvarez was on Observer Radio the next morning, or Observer Live, like literally about to cry. Literally about to cry. He was just like, it's over. This awesome stretch is over.
Son, it was. Yo, remember Ibu? Everybody was like, yo, we got to go to NXT, bro. We got to go to NXT.
Dragon Lee and Nathan Frazier had an incredible match on that week's TV.
Everybody was like, nigga, he coming back to Raw and SmackDown. Nigga, we got it. Nigga, Tuesday night is where it's at. And then Shawn Michaels like, shit, niggas coming to Tuesday? Hold on, watch this.
Yo, I don't know if you remember this. That week, niggas was shook. They thought Vince was about to just slaughter half the roster. I don't know if you remember this, but Bailey just tweeted like a prayer hand emoji. I was like,
yo, that's crazy, son. Yo, imagine having to live with that kind of anxiety, son. When peak match releases, son. Like, this is like, damn, you trying to do the math on the last time you won a match on TV and shit. Like, how much do they really like me around this bitch?
Yo, bro, all that, yo, a lot, yo, Emma, all the ex-Black and Gold people that got brought back, Vince around, just stomping around. Everyone's like, yo, bro, they had to do, chat. I don't know if I told y'all this at the time. There was an emergency roster meeting that Friday. Where Hunter was like, yo, I know it's spooky right now, but just duck under the covers. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna figure it out, guys. I'm gonna figure it out.
A lot of you niggas is gonna die. A lot of you niggas.
Yo, he said,
There's a lot of
I'm
niggas that
I'm
ain't
looking
gonna
at the car. I'm looking at
Nah,
the car
you
right
gotta
now.
be brave.
I'm looking at the car. Nigga, right now, niggas say, yo, he coming back to Raw and SmackDown. We got to go to NXT. Sean said,
listen.
all right, bet.
Yo,
Dragon
Hunter was
Lee and
like,
Nathan Frazier and Axiom and Wes Lee, nigga.
yo, Rob, Hunter was like, look, I'm going to try to put you niggas on this rundown. I don't know if you're going to make it to 8 p.m. So I'm going to let y'all know.
We might.
He's like, he looking at camera guys like, you're going to be on the rundown at 3. Will you be there at 8? I don't know. I'm just letting you know. Like,
Yo,
I
even
promise,
Paul Cameron
bro.
Grimes up, bro.
Yo, nigga, he looking at fucking at Emma like, yo, Tennille, you know I like you. I booked you this week. If you get the sheet and your name is not on it, it was not me. I'm just giving you the heads up. All right, I'm doing my best.
Yo, that was crazy how they did it when they announced Elimination Chamber in Australia, and Emma was like, my dream. Oh my God, I can't believe this is real. I can't wait for this show. It was like, what was it, like 3 hours later? They was like, yeah, you're fired. And she was like, oh, never mind.
Yo.
Son, that was crazy, son.
Yo, the wildest one, chat. The wildest one. Johnny Gargano was going to work Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship in Cleveland, Ohio. Vince saw that rundown and said, get this shit the fuck out of my fucking
Still going to go 20.
Get this shit the fuck out. He literally just erased Johnny off the show. He was like, yo, no, fuck that. And then, and mind you, the match, it was going to be Gargano, Seth, and in the post-match, Ciampa returns, DIYs reunited. Vince was like, actually, no, we're scrapping that match. We're not doing that. And Ciampa can just come back and work The Miz in a singles match. That's what fucking happened on that Raw. I don't know who remembers that, chat. I don't know if y'all remember this shit. That shit was fucking crazy. Just like,
yo, Ibu would tell me things early in the day. He would tell me, he's like, yo, Rob, tonight on Raw, this, and this. And he'd be like, actually, there was an email and none of this is happening anymore.
Literally every time. And then two other funny things. Right around this time, when there was a hiring freeze and Vince was doing this shit, someone went to Jay White and was like, yo, bro, just go to AEW, bro. Just go to AEW. This shit is clipped.
Yo, Jay White should have told him to go fuck themselves.
Because this thing, White would have waited out the.
Oh yeah, wasn't Ciampa Mrs. Attack Dog?
Yes. And then and then it was Bronson Reed, and then niggas made fun of it, so they were like, "Yo, we not doing that no more."
I successfully trolled WWE into canceling that shit.
Yes. It was gonna be Bronson Reed and Miz, and then AO trolled it like, "This is what they got Jonah doing," and then niggas is like, "All right, let's not," you know. Because that was during the peak of the like Triple H like keep the fans happy regime. Them niggas would just open up. Nigga, they would put Twitter on the big screen in the office like, yo, so this account tweeted this. What y'all think? And they're like,
they ignore every single.
Huh?
What happened? Oh,
my internet's going in and out, bro. It's fucking storm. This is a fucking crazy storm by me. But nah, yo, every single day niggas is tweeting her. This is what they got Melo doing. And all they got from Melo was Melo don't miss. Triple H be reading that shit, laughing, son. He don't give a fuck.
Well, because he's
just like, yeah, little nigga, that's what I got Melo doing. Hold my dick.
Early 2023, they open up Twitter. People are like, man, if Sammy can't beat Cody, then him and Kevin Owens should face the Usos. And they're like, yeah, that's a good fucking idea.
Like, nigga, that's a good idea.
They're like, we want to make our fans happy. 2025, bro, they pull up the Twitters and I was like, look what these fucking assholes are tweeting about it.
Yo, at what point do you think Hunter got like? Because I want to believe that Hunter genuinely like had like a new appreciation for like wrestling fans and like this disdain like disappeared for a minute. At what point of him being Booker the main roster, Ibu, do you think he was like, oh yeah, I remember why I hated you fuck ass niggas for 20 years now. Let me go back to fucking hating you guys.
Yo, no funny shit. Around the Netflix premiere, something just hit in his brain. He was like, he got a bonus when they got to Netflix, and he was like, yo, low key, bro.
These niggas mad fucking annoying. I fucking hate them.
Yeah, he's like, I don't give a fuck, bro. And Nick Khan went up to me. He's like, "Yo, so what's Jey Uso doing at Mania?" And Hunter's like, "Probably some tag shit." And Nick Khan's like, "Yeah, let me show you these merch numbers, bro. Let me show you." Hunter looking at that shit, and Nick Khan's like, you know what you got to do. And Hunter's like, the Marks will be mad. And Nick Khan's like, fuck him. And Hunter's like, yo, low
Fuck
key,
the
bro.
Marks, nigga. You said the Marks your boss, nigga?
And Hunter's like, yo, low key, no, they're not. They're not. And he's just like, yo, niggas is gonna be eating, bro. He winning the Rumble. He's winning the fucking Rumble.
Niggas be eating.
Niggas be eating, bro.
The whole arena.
Yo, niggas gotta understand, son. Oh, wait, go ahead.
He walked up to Gunther like, hey Gunther, you're working Jay at Mania. Gunter's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, you know, it's how things go, you know.
Niggas gotta understand, son. When Nick Khan Soprano says something is happening, it's happening, nigga. You don't have a choice.
Yo, I'm sorry, bro. A motivated 2018 Gunther Walter, he's dragging Jay White to a 4 1/4.
Yo, Ale, you know what's the funniest thing about all this? Do you know how horny Gunther is to be around main eventers now? Did you see what he posted on IG?
I saw that, bro, and I was like, "Oh, this is nasty, man. You literally have a match with Goldberg coming out."
Yo, Ayo, this nigga was not posting about Jay, bro.
This nigga was wasn't he posting like shit that was just like low key like dissing the program?
Yeah, he was like, man, I could be doing something else, but hey, bro, man, we doing this.
It was one Raw. This shit's not even made official. He's like, who should I fight, guys? Southern Punk. What do y'all think?
Like, nigga, yo, can you calm your horny ass down, bro? Like, you still got, like, can you get past Saturday Night Main Event first?
That ass,
his
nigga.
feet is on steel, bro. He's like, let's fucking go. I can work.
Yo, why is Walter like not a monster heel anymore? They just decide that's not a thing no more. Why is he just getting like 2 hands shoved by Punk to the ground and looking up?
We know what that really is. You know when a nigga gets like basically bitched and they gotta like bitch somebody else to feel better, you know what I mean? Punk got up the plane beside. He's like, Punk was like, yo, I gotta beat somebody up and then shove someone. Hey, I don't know if you saw the full segment. Punk runs out, beats the dog shit out of Seth Rollins, throws that nigga over the fucking barricade, walks back in the ring. Gunther's like, watch out. Punk's like, watch out, nigga, you watch out, fuck nigga, and shoved him, and it walks out like mad hard.
Nigga, we still saw you lying in the middle of that fucking Rider season mat, bro. This don't change anything.
Bro, so you know what that is? That's the dude that got pistol whipped in the block in front of everybody. And so he had to just shoot somebody.
He's itching to find a reason to shoot a nigga.
And so he just, in front of everybody, he had a 7-Eleven. So I was like, yo, nigga, you cut me. Yo, watch out, nigga. What you say, nigga? I said you cut me, nigga. What now? What now, nigga? What now? You're like, what's going on, bro? Why is he crashing out? Just fucking pop the dude for no reason. That's what happened. So, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do, man. Big bang, take a little bang.
That's nasty.
Big bang.
Yo, Walter FC's not laying down a fucking CM Punk, son. It's not happening.
This finish
It's not, nigga.
This finish is gonna be so funny.
It's not, nigga.
Yo, Chad, when's the last time y'all mans was beaten clean? Just laid down.
Hey man, main eventers don't get beat clean.
What the fuck are you talking about? Yes, they do.
Main eventers don't lose clean, nigga.
Yo, y'all gonna have to read this super chat because I knocked the HDMI down.
What Chisholm said, who Mercedes vote for? I don't know, man. Who knows, man?
Yo, like Mercedes politics aren't known. We just know that she's like into like crystals and shit.
Check the private chat, AO. Hey.
Yo, even relax before I start asking you some uncomfortable questions.
Yo, come on, man.
About RCW.
Yo, come on, man.
Oh my god.
Sorry, bro. So $2 super chat. Any word of Blood and Guts this year? Kind of hope not. I think it's canceled, bro. Well, not canceled. I don't think it's on the calendar this year. And bro, for the better. For the better.
Yeah, because dude, they were gonna do it with the Anarchy lineup, and I was so good off that. Yo, that little thing of we got Anarchy and we're gonna run it back with the same exact teams. It's Blood and Guts. Stupid. No, bro. No, that's a terrible idea. Stop. It's so stupid, bro.
And it really started with the fucking first Blood and Guts, bro. Because the first Blood and Guts turned into this is the Stadium Stampede lineup.
Yes. And to me, it's just like, yo, I already just saw this. I don't need to see all of y'all in a cage like right after. You know, like it's just not something I'm asking for. So I'm glad because that shit was getting like repetitive. And plus, in my opinion, if you're gonna bring it back, do that shit with like a stacked lineup of women. I want to see Willow Nightingale and Chris Statlander in that cage beating the shit out of somebody.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, Rob,
Austin Kinkle.
Rob, you are a demon.
What did I say?
Yo,
Austin Kinkle, $5. Why do Jones want brand versus brand Survivor Series back when it sucked 98% of the time? 4 letters, 1 word. Woke.
Bro, because these niggas are 16 years old and they just they want to fucking suck their baba and watch wrestling like how it was when they were fucking babies, bro.
Oh, you're so mad, nigga. Bro, brand supremacy can be done right. It's just never been done right. It's just been done right.
Bro, you could do brand supremacy right once. You can't do it every fucking year.
Correct.
It makes no sense.
And plus, it was done right, Rob, in 2005.
And you can bring it back and do it right one more time. You could do it right once, like a decade, bro.
Yes.
You can't. It can't be about SmackDown versus Raw every year. It makes no sense.
When they did it the first time in 2005, niggas have to understand, they legitimately treated these two brands like they were different organizations. So much so that, like, bro, like the fucking GMs had beef, and they would like always try to make trades to make their show better. And there were people that were synonymous with their brand, like Kurt Angle was SmackDown. Eddie Guerrero was SmackDown. Rey Mysterio was SmackDown. You know, niggas like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, they were Raw. Like Kane, all them types.
There is no brand split now, bro.
There's no identity.
If Triple H thinks you're a valuable piece of TV, you'll be on Raw or SmackDown, bro. CM Punk just fought for the SmackDown belt, lost. Immediately puts himself in a program for the Raw belt.
Yes, bro. They do not care,
back in the day, for the kids in this chat, right? Back in the day, somebody being on the other show was a big fucking deal.
It was a huge deal.
Yes.
In fact, Ayo, Undertaker became a SmackDown superstar in September 2002. You know when was the next time he would appear on Raw? It was spring 2007 as a guest.
That's fucking
crazy, I remember
bro.
being like, holy fuck, it's Undertaker on Raw. That's crazy. That was not a thing that happened. Plus, when niggas appeared on the other show, there had to be like all this detailed kayfabe explanation, like he got a pass, the GMs approved it. Like
Now
it's just like, I was bored on a Monday, so I hopped a cross country flight. I'm at Raw. I might start some problems.
At first, during the Triple H regime,
there were like rules and shit.
They were like, I got permission, or you hit me up before the show to be like,
now Triple H is like, yo, this booking shit's hard, bro. I'm taking these handcuffs off.
Because bro, when all this became the kayfabe GM of SmackDown, in his second week, Jay crashed SmackDown to like attack somebody. And Nick Aldis got security. He was like, yo, you don't work for this show. Get out of here. And everyone was like, oh, shit, they're taking this shit serious. Nigga, now everybody just shows up on every show.
Everybody shows up, nigga. Everybody pull up.
It's not real. And so my thing is, look, I don't care. If you want to have a soft brand split, I don't give a shit. But don't then make me fake care about a brand rivalry that doesn't exist. Because if it's a soft split, and then at the end of the year, it's like, now I'm on Raw fighting SmackDown. It's like, bro, that shit doesn't mean anything, bro. It means nothing. These niggas grew up in 2016.
You did 50 SmackDown dates this year.
Yeah, why do you hate SmackDown, bro? It was so dumb. Natalie H, €2. Don't forget,
you kind of love it over there, bro. You be over there.
Exactly. Don't forget, Cross came out with Logan and AJ. I forgot about that. He was in the finish of that shit. That match sucked, dude.
And he was like, what was he? He was trying to like bring AJ over to the dark side. Or what the fuck? Yo, fire Karrion Kross. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't wish for Karrion Kross to lose his job, bro. But like, what are you niggas doing, son?
Yeah, like I don't get it. I don't get it. Hey, yo, are you gonna be in Self Made today? We'll do the movies or not?
Yeah, we doing real nigga movie night, bro.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm gonna try to swing by for that.
Yo, my that's if my Wi-Fi doesn't stop fucking twerking though, bro. Hopefully it's straight by then.
Your Wi-Fi is a poop.
What time are you trying to do it? Because I'm not streaming.
I know you be watching NXT, bro.
I know I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. I'm not streaming. I feel like shit. So no.
I'll call Chris on. I'll ask him what are you trying to do.
Yo, Broadway Joe in the chat said Karrion Kross versus Mox. That match happened. The match happened in like 2020. They had like a grapple fuck match.
Yeah, it was
Isaac
terrible.
Godino 499. What gets forgotten from the Raw after WrestleMania 39 is it felt significantly worse because AEW signed Jay White and announced it that Wednesday. Announced that Wednesday. Well, what did they announce that Wednesday? I feel like there's supposed to be
Announced
a
the
rest
signing
of
of
the
Jay
super
White.
chat.
Announced the
It was
signing
a
of Jay
tough
White,
period.
bro. You okay?
Oh, sorry. It was my bad.
Yo, Rob
that was a
is
crazy
special,
week,
bro.
and that was a crazy week.
I read it wrong.
And can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you. Yeah, what's up?
I was saying that was a crazy.
Oh, he meant
week.
Wembley. Yeah, we can hear you. What's up?
I was saying that was a crazy period because Hunter was telling people like, "Yo, we have to make sure Backlash in Puerto Rico is a great show because we have to give these fans hope that this shit is not over." Like there were people that thought the creative boom, so to speak, was over at Mania, and Hunter basically had to link up with the guys and go, "We have to find a way to circumvent Vince McMahon and continue to produce what we produce." And eventually, what that ended up meaning was we just got to stop using certain people. It is what it is. We just got to stop using certain people. And that's what I ended up doing until like November.
All right. And that's it. That's the last super chat. That's the last super chat.
Nigga, we did not read your Zoro Hart super chat.
That's it. No, I'm saying this is the last super chat right here. I didn't say that's the last super chat. Yazor Hart, $10. This stip I want back in AEW's dog collar. I wish Tony Mariah had been one. Hoping Hangman Mox have one. The All In match not having a stip when we all know it's gonna have 200 run-ins is silly, and that is the last one. So there you go. Answer that right quick.
Yeah, that's a good point, Yazor, because now we're gonna have to expect the ref bump instead of just making it no DQ. So what we shall see. Who I don't know who would warrant a dog collar match at the moment though. So I'm not so sure. You know what would be kind of sick, dude? So I would expect Chris Statlander and Willow to fight Marina and Shayna, and if they had a double dog collar match like FTR and the Briscoes had, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. So,
all right.
What did we not touch on Raw? The main event. It was Sami Zayn and Penta versus Braun and Bronson. So first things first, before the match started, Heyman hinted at a plan B, Rob. He was talking on the phone. Bronson was like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "Plan B." I wonder what plan B is. I wonder if it involves a new member. What I will tell you guys is I expect the stable to add a new member after SummerSlam. I stand on that. I'm firm on that. I'd expect after SummerSlam a new member at some point in the month. Roughly. The match was good. Braun Breaker talked before the match, which was nice. I like it when he uses human words. I'd like them to emphasize individuality more with the Braun and Bronson. Like, I don't think they need to both wear black. I think they should wear their colored outfits, to really make them pop as stars again.
This just came in.
Got you.
This just came in.
I hear you, Rob. But yeah, I thought the match was good. I'm glad. I love the finish, dude. Sami Zayn is selling the ribs. He goes for the vertical suplex. He finally gets the suplex out, but like it really strained his ribs to do it. And then that's when Braun struck with the spear and he loses. So good finish. And then Jey Uso came in with the save. But that was some good stuff. What did you think of the main event, Rob?
I thought the main event was fantastic. Obviously, I really like Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker as a tag team. I love their whole aesthetic when they come out. I like the new. I because I didn't hear it because we weren't on air, but I re-listened to the theme that they came out to it. I didn't think it was ass, bro. I kind of liked it. I thought it was kind of cool. But they need a name. They do need a tag team name within. First of all, this fucking group needs a name. First of all, but I know we're probably not going to get a name until we get however many people are supposed to be in this.
I was told that there was no name until the unit was finished.
Okay.
That's what I was told.
But what we could do in the meantime is we could at least get Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed a tag team name because they do need a tag team name, son. I would, nigga, if the Powers of Pain wasn't already used, I would use it for those two niggas.
Powers
but
of
it's
Pain
already
would be
been
godly.
used. I would use it for those two niggas if it wasn't already used.
Dijak and Corbin stole skyscrapers.
Yeah, I was about to say, niggas just took the skyscrapers. Just use the Powers of Pain. Fuck it.
Take Powers of Pain, nigga. So that was good. Last thing I didn't mention was Grande Americano. It will remain around. Ludwig Kaiser will be Grande Americano. I would expect Kaiser to do both. I would expect him to wrestle as Kaiser and as Grande, the same way that Chad Gable did. I'm glad Kaiser's back on the show. I really do not know why he is disassociated with Gunther the way he has. But yeah, man, it's really a shame that Chad's going to be gone. He'll be gone pretty much for the rest of the year, which is really fucking unfortunate. But on some level, I am glad that they're continuing Grande just for the sake that it'll keep the luchadors involved. I hope we get LWO back around. It really sucks how Triple H has no interest in using those guys unless when Ray's around. I know Joaquin is dealing with a concussion, unfortunately, but you still have Raul and Dragon Lee. So it's like, fuck, man. Like, let Dragon Lee do some
My thing is, like, that's another thing, bro. I don't get it. Like, if you're not going to use Dragon Lee in them, a lot of my solutions for a lot of these good wrestlers not being used is send them to SmackDown and then after I say this, I remember who booked SmackDown. I'm like, actually, don't send them to SmackDown. But like, I don't get it. I don't get the misuse of some of these wrestlers, bro. I know Joaquin is hurt, but I'm talking about Dragon Lee and oh boy, I just don't get it. I don't really understand. I'm tired of watching Dragon Lee having 3.5 on main event, and I gotta watch these other fucking niggas wrestle on Monday Night Raw and shit.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. And Dragon Lee now, don't look now, folks, but he has 6 months left on his contract. So we'll see what happens. Nevertheless,
well, with the AAA thing now in effect, I don't see him like being exiled, like leaving or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hopefully.
But hey, what do I know? I don't know shit.
Nevertheless, let's take it away with the remaining super chats and get out of here.
All right, last 3 super chats. You guys have been going crazy with the super chats this show. Big Hoss $5. Ibu, who's plan B? Ethan and Ricky, Randy turning, Cody double turn. Still hoping Jordan joins Seth's group with Ricky and Ethan.
I don't expect Jordan to join their group. And I have no comment on either. I don't know. I don't totally know with regards to the other things. I know that Paul Heyman really likes Ethan Page. And I know CM Punk obviously is a big fan of Ricky Starks and would love to work with him, with Ricky being a bad guy. So it would not surprise me. It would be very conceivable that, people involved are like, hey man, why don't we just put both of them in? I think both of them should join personally. And I wrote an extensive post about like how the dynamics should go about a week or two ago. So if you remember that post, you know where I stand on that. But I do think those are the guys who should join the stable. But that's kind of my deal on that. Regarding Randy turning or Cody turning, I don't know. I don't want Cody Rhodes to turn heel right now, though. I think that'd be really stupid.
All right. Aaron Johnson, $5. What's the plan for Roman if it's Punk versus Seth versus Gunther?
It's a great question. I don't know. I have Roman face Braun Breaker personally. That's what I would do.
I would love to see that.
Yeah.
Who wins the first match? Braun, right?
That'd be awesome. I would, if I could convince Roman to do that job, I would do it. I'd have Braun in the next. Braun killed Sammy this week. I'd have Braun just destroy people for every week. And then you know what? People have been talking about how like Braun isn't, he's coming off like a sidekick. He needs to grab a mic and be like, ask for competition and basically call out Roman Reigns. Could you imagine? They wouldn't do this, but could you imagine if every week Braun Breaker started calling out Roman like he was Taz and Roman was his Sabu? Can you imagine being like, Roman, you know what I want? I'm the big dog in this bitch. Where you at? And just every week, just spearing niggas and just calling out Roman Reigns. It'd be delicious. It'd be beautiful.
Man, imagine if Triple H was a good booker. Struggle of the Fool, $4.99. Could you see WWE doing a dog collar match, possibly Seth versus Punk or Lyra versus Becky? No.
If they did one, it would be Punk and Seth. I don't know if they end up doing it, but that's one of Punk's favorite stipulations.
My thing is WWE is like afraid of blood, son, and they're like afraid of certain things that come with these kinds of matches. Like
it's why I dread War Games, because it's like I just don't like bloodless WWE violent matches.
Yeah, bro, it's just like I'm watching this War Games. Don't get me wrong, the one from last year I liked. The one from I think the year before with the Judgment Day and them I liked. But it was just like
really tough without
here's the blood.
It's just really tough.
Yeah, where's the blood, son? Like I don't get it. But hey, what do I know? All right. Yeah, no, I think that's it.
That's it. Well, Rob, I hope you enjoy NXT tonight. I will not be watching, but I wish you nothing but the best. And I wish the self-maders nothing but the best and the Russell Pierce audience. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to be getting out of here. So take care. For Rob, I am Ibu. Also, thank you to AO who passed by before his Wi-Fi pooped itself. I had fun today. My headache doesn't feel as bad as it did an hour ago. So again, for AO, for Rob, I'm Ibu, and this was the Raw Review. Like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, hopefully a nice one, please. And take care. See you guys next week.
Good night, everybody.